we're building a bridge. Well, not on this map, but, you know, the spirit's all the same. So, yeah, we're building a bridge with defeat. Wow, what a great time to start the stream. Huh, I thought we were going to be kicking there a little bit more and we'd jump right into the intense action. Nope, that's not it. I mean, this looks pretty cool if you're just jumping in at the beginning. You're like, whoa, look at these big booms, big explosions. So anyways, be sure to like the stream. Subscribing is great as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed the riveting action as we defeated here. You know, there's nothing quite like trying to set up a live stream while in a match and everything like that to see if it's full and then everything falling apart. Oh, we're right back into the action. That's fantastic. 1 second, just tweeting to my friend there. Alright guys, let's go and let me just check to make sure everything's going. It is, I think. Sorry I didn't check the other windows. Yeah, we're all good to go. Storm the beach! Alright, this is gonna be hardcore. I never like this part's hard, like it's cool, but it's pretty hard to do. I'd love it if they I kind of was hoping Vanguard would take a page out of what is it, Call of Duty World War II's book and do like Super War, make it like Ground War, but do like this, but like triple the size. I thought would have been amazing. So hopefully we someday get that. That would be pretty cool. Because I was just like, if you could do this storming the beach thing, but have it like literally, 3 times as large and have like, I don't know, 64 players and maybe a side, that would be pretty cool. Or even 32 players a side would be pretty spectacular. I kind of want to get the flamethrower here. I feel like I'm the only real player. No, it's like a full match. That's good. Blow it down. I'd like to get the flamethrower right on. I gotta blow this stuff off. I feel like I'm the only one that's actually hit the beach yet. Debating if maybe I should be taking the back way to get into the bunker there. Take the bunkers. Let's go for B, I guess. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, come on. They've got bouncing Bettys in there. Oh, well, at least I get the flamethrower back. Man, this is gonna suck. 360 double chocolate vodkas. They're worth the money. I mean, if I ever see them. Today, I spent quite a bit. I picked up I picked up my gin. Was on sale at Costco. It was quite a bit cheaper than it usually is. And then I also bought the Kraken, and I guess they got a new size of Kraken. Because I was like, why is it so much more expensive to get Kraken now? And then I didn't realize till I was up on the till, it's the 1.75 Kraken liters of Kraken. And I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. So yeah, that's all that flamethrower was worth, was that? Oh, come on, with the same Betty in the same spot. That guy didn't even die. How did he get another Betty? Oh my god. My team is freaking useless. Holy. I'm literally, I think I'm the only one that's touched the beach yet. Literally the only one. Yeah, my team is doing nothing. Elon bought Twitter. Yeah, that was interesting. I mean, I don't know why people are surprised. He did say he wanted to buy Twitter. He did put forth the required government documents to purchase Twitter. The stockholders that want money from owning Twitter were like, yeah. And then he bought Twitter. I really don't see why people were so surprised by that happening. I mean, he was... he basically held people's hands the whole way through the process. So I was like a little surprised when many people today on Twitter were like, he bought Twitter? It's like, yeah, he was saying he wanted to. And I mean, if you've got money and, it's just like any company, right? You got money, you buy things. I think a lot of people really don't understand that aspect of economics, especially in the modern era. It's just like, the governments, they don't really... they don't really have teeth or the desire to really fight any sort of, antitrust or anything. But at the same time, there's really no antitrust at all in this situation. because literally it's like he doesn't have anything in this field, so it's like a very easy purchase for him to make because, you know, there's no real restrictions. He's a guy buying something he's never bought into. And yeah, it was pretty straightforward for me to understand that what he said was going to happen was going to happen. Like, I mean, some people are probably like, oh, he's just joking, and it's just like, I think he's been pretty adamant about wanting to pick them up. And I bet you he was just really, the way he did it is his typical kind of teasing way of, like, how he does business and whatnot. But, like, you know, he literally went forth to buy them and stuff. Like, he was probably just doing it. Like, I would have assumed he had already planned to buy them before he was like, hey, should I buy Twitter? And it was kind of just, like, messing around with people, and he knew he was getting them anyways. That's kind of entertaining. They got these brick things up again? Unbelievable. Should you buy Elden Ring or Dying Light 2? I didn't play Dying Light 2. I didn't get that one to review, so I said screw it and I didn't play it. So, I guess I would suggest Elden Ring in that regard. You know, again, no idea about Dying Light 2. But, yeah, at least I've played Elden Ring, I guess, and I would say it's okay. How was the Costco run today? Oh, hello there as well. Costco was nice. I had a very, very pleasant time at Costco. I walked in, I ran into somebody I knew, chatted a bit, which was nice. Then I walked around. There was so many tasters, guys. There were, I think, 12 different tasters. I didn't eat them all, you know, some of them weren't ready, blah, blah, blah. I was mainly there to get a hot dog and whatnot. So, yeah, there's tons of tasters. I had this, like, really thick, kind of, like, cooked piece of, like, ham. It was like a... I'm gonna let these guys run in here and get blown up by stuff. I've learned my lesson running through there and getting bettied a bunch. But, yeah, so essentially... Oh, damn it. I think we failed. Yeah, my team just sucked that match so hard. Like, literally one of the worst groups I've been with on this assault. Taking the beach. Like, I literally just threw lives at that to try to get the job done. But, like, no one did anything except for sit back. Anyways, yeah, no, the Costco trip was really nice. I went and saw the garden center. There's not much there yet. Just some trees. There's this thing called, like, The Hot. I think I put it up on the YouTube stories. Let's see. I think I put this up on the YouTube stories. I don't think I have it in my save photos. Well, I'm looking at deleted photos. Let's see. Oh, no, I don't have it there. Let me open up my Instagram. It's called the Hot Wings Tatarian Maple. So it's like a tree that's kind of green and red. And when it's the fall, it turns all red. And it looks beautiful. So they have that there, and I kind of liked it. Kevin's there. Call of Duty without operators? Oh, Kevin. There's operators in this game. There's just costumes you wear. You want to taste a Costco hot dog? Well, you go buy one. They're pretty cheap. Pretty cheap indeed. Hello, folks. Welcome. They're building a bridge. Let's see. Vote for map. Operation Breakout. Let's do it. I guess we can send Kevin a little tease message. Or a tease invite. He's playing Battlefront Ewok. Ewok Naboo. They're building a bridge. I love that. But I was like, you know what? I was trying to do... What was I keep trying to do a Black Ops 1 live stream. And there's just, you know, there's no one... You get lucky with that game. I could play against bots, but I mean, like, I think people go, oh, you're playing against bots, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, I could do that, and it wouldn't be an issue. It would be fun for a few hours and whatnot. But, you know, occasionally I get to do Black Ops 1. If it's the right day, the right time, you get into the right lobby, then it's cool. So I keep trying to do that one. I keep trying to do Doom, 2016 Doom, but that one's hard too. That's another right place, right time for that one. I tried to do Modern Warfare 2019, but I need like another 12 gigabyte download, and I'm like, oh my god. So, yeah. You don't have Costco where you live? Well, if you ever go somewhere and there's a Costco, you know, see if you can get in and try the food court and whatnot. Your favorite Call of the Last Gen? I quite like this one. I think it's a very well done Call of Duty. We were supposed to move on entirely to Vanguard and whatnot, but since I'm, you know, taking time off of Vanguard till the new season starts, I'm like, okay, we'll throw this in. Trying to find different things to play. I think I'm gonna get in the mood soon for a single player game. I think we're gonna do a Fallout 4 stream pretty soon. I gotta kind of set that up though. I want to play from the beginning, and I want to throw like mods on and just have like a blast with it. So, you know, I think that might be coming up tomorrow, I think. And also, I kind of want an easier night. I want to get some recording stuff done after this stream's over. And, you know, and then I want to... Well, I got to sleep. I got like a meeting thing tomorrow I have to attend to, which is going to be fun. But, yeah, kind of cool. Try out Black Ops 4 on stream? I think I have, and it was like, whenever I do Black Ops 4 content, it is always the least liked Call of Duty. Like, it is always, like, the least viewed, it's got the least interest from people. Yeah, Black Ops 4 is just, like, not really something that seems to do too well. But you never know, we might do a stream of it again at some point. I think I've streamed it before. Yeah. So, there you go. With a Costco hot dog, and I thank Liam, because Liam threw some money in there so I can get a Costco hot dog. And someone else did too, and don't worry guys, if you know, donate specifically in regards to wanting to see the Costco hot dog, I do eventually get around to, you know, doing a YouTube story picture and being like, I got the hot dog today, so, you know, don't worry, that money is being earmarked for those Costco hot dogs. Yes, quite so. What's playing Fallout 4? Oh, Fallout 4 is a blast. Great game, great experience. I love that one. And I thought it might be fun just to do like a fresh play and just have like mods on from the start and just do like silly stuff and like stream it, you know, on the odd occasion. You know, just kind of might be entertaining. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, my big issue with that one is kind of like, do I want to preset things? Like, I don't know if people get bored if right off the start I'm like customizing a character or going through the opening sequence. So I'm kind of debating is like, I might do like alt start, because you know there's mods for like alternate starts. I might do that, or I don't know, something like that, or pre-build my character and just have like a good save like right near the beginning of the game. That might be what I do. I'm just still kind of thinking, I basically have to do prep work to do that. And it's like, it sounds weird, but you know, prep work is kind of like, I'm already really limited on my time. You know, like my time's really limited recently. So, you know, it's kind of like, it's hard to squeeze in prep work on top of the stream night and on top of other work I gotta do. Believe it or not, it's a lot of effort to get all this content and stuff out. And then, man, that person with those betties, those pelting me off. So yeah, that's a lot of effort to get all that stuff done. And there's all this other list of things I gotta do. We gotta build, first of all, we gotta build this bridge. Yeah. So I always, I try to squeeze things in and get stuff done. So yeah. Modern Warfare 2, very excited for Modern Warfare 2 too. Streamers got to go play Modern Warfare 2 too. Oh, it sucks that I wasn't a part of that. Yeah, like honestly, I cannot wait till Xbox owns Activision Blizzard, because like I think I will likely get included in some of these opportunities down the road because of that purchase. I would imagine it's going to open up a lot of cool doors going forward. So that purchase, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. We have some other acquisition type things to, I guess, sort of discuss as well throughout the night as we jump into things. So that should be fun. I mean, we've always got lots to talk about. It's a blast. They're building a bridge. We're building a bridge. Did you build a bridge? A bridge of your emotions? Oh, I should have kept shooting there. There was hit markers. I was literally like covering these guys. Oh, sorry, I just want to say my own message. Okay, I didn't. There we go. Sorry, we're just checking something out quickly. Rocket. We're building this. I'm hoping we're building this bridge soon.
Building the bridge. 2 minutes until enemy reinforcements arrive.
We only got 2 minutes. I might have to help build this bridge soon.
Bridge in progress.
They cover that really well, but sometimes you can see people and shoot them. I love using this turret. I literally just sit here and I just smoke everyone on the enemy team. Usually makes it like really easy for us to get the bridge built. There we go, got him. But yeah, lots of fun stuff ahead down the road. I'm just like really thinking of a day where I get to go and do some like, you know, cool COD stuff and and everything like that, just because of my, you know, connections and stuff like that. It would be really cool to be invited to that kind of thing. I do wonder, though, how, like, widespread, you know, that invite is for that group, because, I mean, it's probably, like, a close-knit team that's going to do it and show it off and everything like that. But I also imagine it's probably going to be pretty local, because it's still, like, you know, COVID's still, like, kind of a thing that, you know, impacts travel and stuff like that, so I can definitely see that being a situation. But it's cool to hear about, you know, the game is actually going to be, like, being tested out and shown early soon. So I'm very excited to get a glimpse into what they're doing with this new mode for COD and all that.
Enemy flamethrower in the field.
There's a lot of guys, like, right on that bridge. Jeez, someone needs to get on this turret and just smoke them. They're building a bridge.
Building a bridge.
Ah, damn it. How come it isn't in other CODs? It kind of is. So this is called War, but it's not actually the original War mode. So the original War mode in Call of Duty is a it's a tug of war. So the original version of War is a tug of war game. It was in Call of Duty 3, it was in Call of Duty World at War. They brought it back for another COD, but I can't remember which one it was. But War is actually like a really classic game mode where you are essentially like fighting for momentum. So you know, take a position, you get ×2 momentum, you try to capture the next one, the other team tries to prevent you, and they try to take that back, and it's sort of like a back and forth kind of mode. It's really, really quite cool. Actually, you know what? I did a video on it today. If you watch, I did a Call of Duty World at War video today. If you want to, you know, just check out some multiplayer, it was fun. It was filmed, that video's been sitting there for a while, so it was filmed like a couple months ago, that one. But, you know, it's fun. It's a bunch of different war matches. I think some pretty good gameplay and whatnot. But yeah, that's War mode is what it traditionally is. Now, this is the new version of War mode that was just in this game. And it was a little disappointing that it was just in this game, because I thought it was really cool, because it's kind of like one of those objective-paced modes. But this was coming out around, you know, I want to say like almost the Overwatch type of effect, where it's like, this is an objective, structured, and layered, you know, sort of mode that, again, was really, really good. I quite like this. I don't know how popular it was with people, and I think there was a big issue where, you know, you had to have the season pass, or, you know, you had to have the DLC to really enjoy all the war modes. Otherwise, it was just literally like 3 war modes, and, you know, the same stuff over and over again. Not the best for content for some people, right? So that's kind of why I think this one didn't come back, and it's probably a lot more work, and you can't use any of this stuff for like other maps, right? So like when you make a map in COD multiplayer wise, it's best that that map works with every mode, so you get more content for people. Whereas you had to specifically make these larger maps and modes, which would have been a lot more effort and blah blah blah. But I would love to see this return. I'd love to see OG War return as well, because I loved the original War. But I think this mode would be super cool to have in COD games. Just this like nice sort of, you know, it's kind of almost a little bit like Breakthrough in Battlefield with a little bit more focus on objectives. Yeah, I love this type of mode. It's a lot of fun. Anyways, we're been to the stream, so be sure to like the stream. Subscribing's great. Donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member. You get cool perks like the emotes to use in chat on the streams and on, you know, YouTube comments on the channel and whatnot. Alternatively, the Patreon option. Plans start like $2 or something. It's not too bad. And yeah, and then if you like the written word, gamerheadquarters.com. We've got some of my expo coverage there, you know, cosplay and everything like that. Pretty cool. And streaming daily, so there's always something different going on. How's it been going? It's good. I had a nice day today. I feel well rested. I had fun sitting there kind of relaxing, playing Insurgency the other night. After the stream was done, I just kind of relaxed, played some Insurgency, and, you know, just kind of chilled out. And then I you know, woke up decent hour, but I actually got some good sleep in, because, you know, the expo has just been like freaking, you know, I was exhausted from it. And then I went and I visited Costco today, had a big Costco day. And I went for a nice walk. Nowhere wild, just around the neighborhood, but it was a nice walk, very pleasant. I sat down and watched that show that I review every single week, So that review will be on Thursday as per usual. And that was it. It was just kind of a pleasant, chilled day. War mode with total destruction. I feel like that would be really hard to do. Like, a lot of people love destruction. Like, I think destruction's a really cool impact that you can have in a video game, is things getting destroyed. But, like, if you totally destroy stuff, it's sort of like, hey, it's really hard to keep up resolution, performance, everything like that when you got all these physics-based, like, destruction going on. But secondly, it's, you know, it doesn't make for very good map flow and stuff at times when everything is just destroyed. So there's like a really fine line for destructive elements. I actually quite like how Vanguard handles it, where you've got these, you know, kind of wood planks in places that at times you can destroy and open up new paths or new shooting perspectives. I quite like that touch. Now, I do know that they can go a lot further with how the destruction works. Back in 2019, no, it's 2019, I think. I was at E3 when they were showing Modern Warfare off, Modern Warfare 2019, and we got a demo where we got to see basically a little quiet, secretive room. You know, you had to get invited and blah blah blah, and you got to go watch a campaign mission. Basically, it was the one where the, you know, the SAS, they break in and they go into the terrorist house, which was basically the same as you see it in the final game. Usually they kind of up the gnarly of the demos. Like this game's like campaign demo was a lot more gnarly when I saw it at E3 than when I saw it at when the final game came out. Like it was a lot more gnarly. Like they toned that bad boy down a lot for the full release. Like it was like psychologically scarring at E3 almost, how graphic it was. At the time I was just like, we lost? Damn. Sorry, anyways. What was I wrapping up about? Oh yeah, destruction stuff. It's like it works or it doesn't work. You know, like, oh no, I was talking about, okay, so the E3 demo from Modern Warfare 2019, you know, it was really cool, the destruction there, which was actually toned up a lot from the final game too, where you were like, you know, shooting bits of the walls. It was like, I would describe it as Rainbow Six Siege wall destruction on steroids. And I was asking, you know, I was handing out my awards or whatever. You know, you go to E3, you do awards, you hand them out. And I actually was, there was an Activision executive that happened to be there. I don't know their name, I don't remember, but there just happened to be an executive there that was seeing what people's reactions were to the game. And I got to chit-chat. He actually personally took in the awards I had. And I made really nice awards that year. I actually went and did, like, I printed out images, and what the hell is it called when you do the wrapping stuff on them? You know what I mean? Laminated. I laminated these really nice looking cards, like a good green color, because, you know, my site uses like a dark green and, you know, black sort of aesthetic. So for, you know, at least branding colors wise, it's like a green backdrop and then like a little black helmeted sort of creepy dude guy. Yeah, it was all, you know, that's just what I used, the two colors there. So I made these really nice looking awards. They're very sharp, and he was like, oh cool, I'll take that in. So he personally accepted them, which was nice. And yeah, I wish I had a photo of those. I could probably bring them up on the screen. I don't know if I have any of them like sitting there that I could like prop up. They're from, you know, it was 2019. It was like years ago. But anyways, I was talking about the destruction with the guy, and I'm like, you know, it was really cool how you were able to destroy the walls there. You know, are you guys using that? Like, how far can you take that destruction? How can you use it in multiplayer and blah blah blah? And he's like, oh, we can literally just destroy anything we want. We could do like whole walls and have like every little bit of the wall break down, but we're only going to use it when it makes sense, if that makes sense. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, he said it was only when it makes sense will we destroy stuff, but we literally have the tech that we can just destroy like this whole wall, little bit by bit, bullet by bullet. I was like, oh, that's really cool. And I don't know if he was just like, you know, buttering me up essentially about it, but I was really excited about that demo. Like, you know, I couldn't believe that was Call of Duty. I legitimately, and I think a lot of people like Modern Warfare 2019. I mean, I do as well. But, you know, when I saw that at the stage, you know, coming off of like Was it this game? Was this 2018 or was this earlier? Maybe like Black Ops or something. Coming off the last few Call of Duties, my mind was just completely blown by that demo. Like, it was really one of the most impressive demos I've ever seen at an E3 convention. It was just like absolutely mind-blowing what they were doing with that. I was like, this is Call of Duty? Holy! And yeah, it was cool. They're kind of going on there for a bit. Yeah. Have I captured Master Chief's rear end yet? Not yet, but someday. Am I into card games? Not at all, I'm sorry. I have literally no interest in card games. I actually avoid them. Like, I don't know how to describe that. I like physical card games. I don't like playing digital card games. I did enjoy the Fable card game. I think that was literally the only card-based digital game that I've ever gotten into. Was Fable Fortune, I believe it was called. I kind of like that one, and the co-op was fun too for it. You know, as odd as it sounds to do a cooperative card-based Fable game, but I actually did genuinely enjoy that game. I wonder if I've done a video of it on Series X yet, but I don't know if you can even play it anymore. I know it's like delisted and everything, but I wonder if the game works at all without the online connectivity. Oh, damn it. I was lucky my thing was overheated. Yeah, no, but I'm not, you know, like Hearthstone or the Elder Scrolls cards or whatever, or Gwent and stuff like that. I just am not too into it. But I do like maybe the idea of like some card, like real life card based things might be fun occasionally. But I don't really play those either in the modern era. I'd like to do miniatures at some point. I do have really good ambitions of when we continue to grow, you know, the stream and the channel, that eventually we'll be able to do like board game nights and maybe like a Dungeons and Dragons type of thing that we do occasionally. It might be fun. So those are long-term kind of things I want to do. I'm looking, they finally got the, if you guys have been following for a bit, I've been talking about wanting to get, they have the GoPro at Costco, so they have the GoPro 10 there now. And that's kind of the GoPro I've been waiting for them to get. They just got it, like, literally this week. And it's got all the specs I want, so I'm gonna wait a little bit, but I'm gonna pick that one up. Because I think I could also use it as a replacement webcam, which, like, way higher resolution and, like, way nicer for smoother frame rate for streaming. But I was always so, like, I can use that to stream, like, board game nights. I can use that to capture, like, footage on walks and stuff. I think it would just be a really cool sort of device to have just for doing some recording and that. So, yeah. So there you go. Magic the Gathering is toxic. I would assume so. I've definitely heard that as well. How are my dogs doing? I feel like this guy always asks this question, and I'm always like, I don't have dogs. I don't have any animals. And I definitely aren't really considering getting any animals. I would maybe get a guinea pig. Well, you have to get 2 guinea pigs. They need to have a friend. They can't be alone. They need to have a buddy. But yeah. Oh, we lost that position. Oh, that sucks. But, yeah, no, I don't really have any desire to get animals. You know, in the past, I was also like, I don't really want somebody that has animals. I mean, ideally, it would be nice to connect with someone that doesn't have any ambition to have animals. But at this point, I guess I would be, like, up to prepared to being like, hey, you know, I'll accept, like, a dog that someone, you know, if you end up with somebody that has a dog, I'd be like, okay, sure, at that point. Or I mean, like, if you like somebody, I mean, animals aren't, like, the biggest deal. Cats, I'm really allergic to. Dogs, I'm allergic to them a bit, too, depending on the dog. You know, if it's mostly, like, an allergic thing. Like, the fur, it's a fur thing, so if it's, like, you know, if the fur is not too bad, I don't really have too much of an issue. But, yeah, I would probably be like, okay, fine at this point. Or again, if you like somebody, you're like, you bend the rules a little bit for things. But yeah, long term, ideally, don't want to deal with animals. too much work. I'm too lazy, and it's just like they smell and they get in the way, and you have to give them attention.
Quickly, disarm the bomb.
I don't even feel like I get enough attention. You have to give animals attention too. It's crazy. Crazy, I tell you.
Reinforcements are coming to protect the ammo supply.
Cheers from Italy. Oh, hello there from Italy. I hope you have fun with your birthday and stuff. It'd take him a long time to get there to that point. See, again, I'd like to do it, but it's also like it's hard to get people to come and do things. Like board game nights are hard enough to set up, not to mention board game nights where it's like, hey, you guys want to be on camera for, you know, a few hours on the stream, and it's like it's hard to do that. And I think you can do that a little bit easier when you have like a larger, you know, pool of viewers and stuff, because you know it's not like the streams are really making a lot, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like,
Disarm the bomb.
yeah, it would just be really hard to get that sort of thing going. But I'd love to do it. I really would genuinely love to do, you know, stream board game nights would be just a blast. And again, yeah, the D&D type thing might be an entertaining. I don't think we would do that a lot. It would maybe be like a once a month thing, but it would be cool to have like an ongoing kind of like D&D type series or something like that, or I don't know. I've got a lot of ambitions for the channel to do weird things, but obviously you still need to, you know, expand in size a lot, and I'm not there yet, right? So just keep working away at it. And yeah, a bomb has been planted on our ammo supply. I love, they're building a bridge. The building the bridge guy just, he really speaks to me. So there you go, lol. That's what I do, mad lols here all the time. That was what the channel had the subtag of, you know. Will I stream on the 4th of July? Probably. I would imagine. I stream basically like daily, like I said, so it's not too crazy. Is that like a special holiday or something? I think that's like a US holiday, isn't it? Again, I'm not from the US, so it's like I don't, you know, I don't have any connection to like American really holidays, I would say. I mean, I stream on like Canada Day, and it's just like whatever. It's just kind of another day. Yeah, it's a long-term goal. Exactly. I mean, it's like we could do, you know, board game night stream at any point, but it's just kind of like, you know, is there going to be any interest from people in doing that? And it's kind of like that's the biggest thing. Is you can do it at any time, but it's hard to coordinate with people, and it's hard to get that kind of thing going. But it would be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Flush them out.
The other question would be like, who do I get to join in on my board game night? And what games are you gonna play? It would be quite entertaining. Like, we got a lot of games. So the grueling, I really have a great idea of doing, like, have a Monopoly board, and like printing out little things, like the different companies, and playing like Xbox Monopoly. I think would be a freaking blast. Like, I think that would be hilarious. I don't know if you guys ever saw the Xbox Monopoly board that I posted on the community tab, but it's like a lot of fun. It's really quite funny, and yeah, I think it would just be hilarious to reproduce that and do a game, like a match of it. Because I mean, Monopoly would be like a full stream, right? Like, you do a whole stream for a Monopoly match. One issue though is that if you're streaming and stuff, and then like it's a game where somebody gets like eliminated. Like, imagine doing Risk. Well, Risk would be hard because that would be like an all-day commitment. But look at these two idiots. No wonder I keep losing at this goddamn war when we've got like multiple people literally not playing. I can't win a war by myself. I'd like to, but it's freaking impossible. Have I gone for mastery cameos or camos? I have gold. I have the gold STG in Vanguard. I used to do stuff. I used to get all the different skins, gun skins in like Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. I got like every gun I think I had skins for or something like that. But other than that, I don't really care that much. I just can't be bothered. I don't have time for it. The turnout for Ghosts. People always like Call of Duty Ghosts. They're always so curious. They're like, why are you playing that? And it's like, yeah, people always Always are down for ghosts. That one just kills me. Strangely, was it Battlefield Hardline does pretty well too, but I think it's kind of the like, why is this guy playing this kind of thing? Is a funny thing that pops up. I mean, this game, I think, you know, people are always kind of curious about. Oh, they're insurgency, that's funny. But, you know, people are always kind of curious about this one, and I think it's a fun game. It is. It's a fun COD. Can't lone wolf all the wars. I'm giving her all she has got out here, but it's like, friggin' hell, you got two guys sitting there. You're a 6-player team. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, seriously. It's crazy. Oh, morning. Capture that rear end. I think that's just funny. I love the little chief rear end thing. If you haven't, you know, if you can't tell, I already don't care about the pulls at all. I just do them because people ask, but... Yeah, the chief's rear end thing. That's a joke that's not going away. You were 3 off of a what? Oh, a diamond thing or something? Is that what you're saying? Well, hopefully you enjoy getting those for that game. I mean, I think we'll be streaming a lot of Modern Warfare 2 too when it comes out. I'm assuming it's going to be a big hit, and I'm assuming people are really going to love it, so that we can do a ton of streams of it, and we don't get people being like, I don't like this COD. I just want to stream a COD people like. So it's so exhausting to deal with that, where everybody's like, I don't like this. Let me see if I can find this Monopoly thing. I don't know where I have this saved. I know I have it saved somewhere in my computer, but I don't know. Where would I have you saved?
Deep into enemy territory. We must move quickly.
Maybe like the Xbox documentary folder? No. Behind the scenes folder? I'm just trying to like figure out where I have this thing saved at.
Escort our tanks and break through the front line towards the breach.
Maybe the Game Pass folder? No. Oh, is it in my sorry, my computer is like, you'd be genuinely shocked at like the complexity of the different folders and crap I have on my computer.
A is on the move.
Maybe I don't even have it saved. I gotta have it somewhere. I think I saved it so I could like redo stuff easily. Cheese ass, you want to bite every time? That's funny. Hello there, Slaughter. You guys ready to answer the Call of Duty?
A is falling back. A is advancing. Protect.
Blow this
A
up.
is on the move.
Is the Mastery camo more for 2019? Oh, cool. I really had no idea. The pulls are like the lifeblood of the stream. You always expect one. And some challenging ones. Sometimes they get you thinking. That's what I try to do. I always try to get people to think. Like, it drives me crazy how serious some people take the pulls on the channel. Like, some nights I literally am just sitting there and be like, I don't know what to ask. I mean, like... I don't know, and I just come up with something, and people are like, they're missing this response option isn't there, or this is there. What are you thinking with this thing? Or it's like, oh, it's a no duh. This is like a dumb poll, and I'm like, guys, it's so hard to come up with like, cause, you know, I think we've been doing the polls almost a year now. I've probably come up with like, you know, stream and on the channel, like what, 700 polls in the last year? That's a lot of work. It's like that's a lot of poll time. They're building a bridge. You missed the bridge earlier. The building the bridge thing gets me every time. We love building the bridge. They are building a bridge. I can't remember we were doing like a party chat like a few nights ago. I think with some of Kevin's pals, and somebody was like mentioning, oh, they're some kind of building a bridge, and I'm like, they're building a bridge, and then Kevin's like, building a bridge, and I'm like, yeah, they're building a bridge. We just went on for like 5 minutes or so. This was quite funny. You know, different ways of building that bridge. Gets me every time. Yeah, I couldn't kill one guy there. I was like trying to shoot the other guy, and then switch over to shoot the other guy. What is this game? It's Call of Duty. Your COD points are ready for tomorrow. Is season 3 coming out already? 4 levels on season 2 battle pass to finish today. Is the new season like right away? Like I better email in then, because I forgot to do that today. So I didn't know it was already. I thought it was like a week from now. Isn't it like double XP, double Battle Pass XP, so people can prepare for Season 3? I didn't think it was Season 3 already. I'm so behind on things. Yeah, because I blew all the COD point budget on Snoop Dogg, which is gonna be so funny to like stream as. Like I just get such a chuckle out of Snoop in that game. It's so stupid, but it's great. It's like weed shooting guns, hilarious, absolutely hilarious. And since it's been a while, be sure to like the stream. Subscribing's great, donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Alternatively, Patreon option. Streaming all the time, lots of fun. And if you want to connect, there's cool links in the video description there. Ooh. Minecraft World War II mod. Yes, this is Minecraft. MCC, they add the acrophobia to reach. Oh, that would be so cool. Do I have a guy that gives me COD points? So what's the email? Yeah, sure. Let me just send you the email to the guy that like, sends me the COD points. Last time I emailed him, I sent him a picture of Grogu with the soup bowl, but in the soup bowl there was COD coins. It was very funny, and he replied with the Wookiee crystal, and he had like COD points in his hand, and he was like, I hope this is he's something like yours is better, but I hope you enjoy this or something, and I was like, that guy's fun. But yeah, he's my COD points guy. Yeah, I love the Arachnophobia skull. I think is that how you even say that? Acrophobia. Because I guess it's kind of a phobia of like acrobatics, right? That's what they're playing off of, acrophobia, or heights and stuff like that. So essentially, if you guys don't know what that skull is, and you're like, what are you talking about? They've added the skull to older Halo games, where you can essentially like fly, and it's really cool because like if you do it in like say Halo 3. You could basically skip like huge chunks of the game. Like I got a playthrough of like Halo 3 down to like just over 2 hours because you could just fly over everything. Similar to, I'd love to try to see how quick of a time I can get Halo 2. Like I feel Halo 2, you could get like a crazy runtime going using the Acrophobia skull because they just added it to Halo 2. And I believe Halo 3 ODST got it. But like that would be fun. Halo 4 I think would be really interesting. I'd love to like fly off the map a bit on that one. But yeah, I think Reach would be fascinating too, I think. But I think Reach is a little harder for that due to how they design things. What's up? Just answering the Call of Duty, Am I looking forward to Halo Infinite Season 2? Nah, I uninstalled the game. I'm not gonna go back for Season 2 of Infinite. Yeah, the game's uninstalled. It's the fear of flying. Oh, thank you. Again, I didn't have any idea on that one. But I am saying it correct, right? Acrophobia? Acrophobia. Sounds right. Sorry, I'm trying to find the Xbox Monopoly board I made. I really don't know where it is. Oh, okay, I just have it as a document. I don't actually have an image created of it. I kind of want to show it off. Let me just open this and then save this as like a PNG. Actually, I can save it as a JPEG. It's just JPEG gets rid of a lot of the visual fidelity of it, but I'd like to show this off. Yeah, let's do that. Hopefully you guys can see this, because again, if you missed it on the community tab, you haven't seen this one, right? So let's see. There we go. Nice, and I can pop that up in a sec when I want to. Just fiddling around with that one to get it going. Believe it or not, it's hard to set some things up that you don't have like preset during before your stream. So it's kind of like looking through folders and stuff and just being like, where is this thing? You guys at level 559. 10th prestige, 559. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. You're not sure how it's pronounced? That's fair. This one's fun. What size of monitor do I suggest? I've used a 27-inch monitor for quite a few years. I really like the real estate space, so I would maybe suggest that. 27 inches if you could. I might go a little bit bigger next time, or I might, I believe I'm going to be going to a dual screen format soon. I've never really needed dual screen, but since I'm doing, I want to do some more like PC streaming, more PC type content, I think the dual screen thing is good for me. I'd also like to have another monitor that I can fold out, and then I can use it as a second, like as a reading stream for the chat, like the live stream chat, so I don't have to like look over. We lost? I thought we were doing well again. Oh, for 2 maps within a year. Yeah, that's a really sucks to suck thing. I mean, I play and I talk. That's what I do. Anyways, this is the Monopoly board. Oh my, that is so big. And that is because we were comparing that Zelda lady images. You thought it actually added like an arachnid. Yeah, that's what I thought too, was like a big spider mod thing to Halo, and I was like, that's weird. Anyways, this is the Xbox Monopoly board. I posted this on the community tab quite a while ago. But yeah, I'd love to do a Monopoly streaming night where we like print out the images of the different companies and we like, add this to that. So we've got, Jump In, the Xbox, kind of the Xbox thing where it's like jump in. And then we got the games with gold, Ninja Theory, Double Fine. You got the Series X. The Series S is the Community Chance. The Call of Duty franchises. Roundhouse is one of the railroads. Just visiting Xbox Game Pass, kind of. We'll talk about this more in a sec. The game's going on. Yeah. So there's the Xbox Monopoly kind of thing there. Because we made it because everybody's like, oh, they've got a Monopoly going on. I'm like, no, they don't. And then, we made that as like a very funny joke. At least I think it's hilarious. Yes, the Xbox Monopoly kind of board. It just kills me. Yeah, I think it's hilarious. And I actually spent time making that, which is the funny thing. Like, that actually took effort. Although, I think one of my favorite things was like, so, we asked Kevin, it's like, oh, what, with all these new purchases, what do you think should be Xbox's, new mascot? He's like, Reznov, and I was like, Reznov? He's like, yeah, Reznov, and I'm like, wow, that's an interesting choice for a mascot. So I photoshopped the, what was it, or well, I edited, I guess, photo-wise, just everything editing-wise is photoshopping, right? Anyways, I did the back of the Xbox. I did Power Your Dreams, and it's got Reznov on the back, and it's like all these, like, the bodies, like the scene from World at War where it's all, they're kind of shooting the bodies, like the Russians and stuff like that. That's in the backdrop, and it's like Power Your Dreams, and Reznov is there. It was funny. I got a kick out of that. Yeah. See, some of my projects, they're fun to do. Some of the side ones and things. Yeah. We lost the position? Oh, come on, guys. This is embarrassing. I feel like I'm on the bad team, you know what I mean? Not like we're the bad guys, but just like my team sucks. That's what I'm feeling now. Captain Price should be the new mascot. I always thought they should have done something like Banjo-Kazooie or something like that would be fun. I don't know, it's weird. I like the Chief as the mascot. But he needs to get into golfing and stuff. Is this thing falling? Oh, of course, this guy gets a flamethrower. Boo. Yeah. I don't know. Put Reznov. Like, you could do, like, Crash. You could do Spyro. You could do, like, yeah, Captain Price. You could do Soap. You could, you could do, like, any character, and it's like, Reznov. It's just like, why? It's like, how did you even come up with Reznov as your big thing? There's literally so many other characters. The Godzilla skins? Are those real? I thought those were like a fake leak. The Godzilla and King Kong skins. Are those like real? Because I might have to buy those. Like, like you can actually play as those guys in the game? Because that would be pretty funny. I would be down for that. Activision lost millions of active players. I didn't see that. I don't really care either. I really don't. It's like I could care less. I mean, they'll all come back for Modern Warfare 2 anyways, right? So it's like, what if? No, seriously, like, some people will complain they don't like like this COD, and then come back for the next COD.
Pick up A.
Damn. The great journey in under 2 minutes, just like flying across. Yeah, you'd be able to discover new paths that never existed. Well, else did Halo 343 make Halo Chiefs? We got time for other ventures. Well, I'm excited for like what Certain Affinity is doing. You know, for the... Well, I don't know if I'm excited. You know, I've already said I don't think Halo needs a battle royale, but I am very interested to see what they do, because I bet you whatever they're making is going to be pretty well received, and you know, probably light a little bit more fire towards, you know, 343, or maybe some people just won't even know that Certain Affinity did that, and they're like, oh wow, Halo saved from this battle royale mode, and I'm just gonna be like, ugh, and then Halo will become a battle royale only franchise, and I'll just be like, this is the worst. This is the worst. I mean, I'm already barely handling the triple-fed disappointment every week from the show. Although the last episode was better. Yeah. I'm excited for Modern Warfare 2 too. You bet your ass I am. You're pretty sure they are. I just love the idea of Godzilla running around with an M16 shooting people. It's hilarious. Although I think I would prefer King Kong. I've always been more of a King Kong over Godzilla kind of individual, so yeah, I think I would prefer to get King Kong as a character. Although, you know, King Kong is just kind of like an ape that people would be playing as. It's like having Donkey Kong in the game. It's not too different from all of us, I would say. It would be, maybe it would be more funny just having a giant lizard running around shooting people. I'll have to think about that. I'll have to look what they actually look like in the game. 2042 was supposed to be Battle Royale. Yeah, I heard that game was supposed to be Battle Royale, and they kind of like Frankensteined a regular Battlefield out of it in like a very short time span. Lost the objective? What a shocker.
One more chance to stop them. Airdrop incoming.
You got one shot. Don't miss a chance to play, yo.
Destroy the bridge and halt their advance.
Destroy the bridge and halt their advance? But we build bridges. We're building a bridge.
Flamethrower available.
They're building a bridge. We're building a bridge. Yeah, the flamethrower really... I'm used to Vanguard, where you can kind of like spray the flamethrower, if that makes sense. Like it's very different in this one, that you actually have like a set amount of like flame. I do really love it. Wow, that was a crazy kill streak set there. I do love it in Vanguard, where you just freaking go like everywhere. Yeah, it's very entertaining. The Grave Mind. You can force yourself out of the grav lift? Oh, that's kind of cool.
Kill the crowds around the tank.
I love, like I was sitting there playing around with the Acrophobia Skull in Halo 2, and it was really neat how much, like, more the Halo 2, like, obviously the detail isn't as good, but it was neat how much more the Halo 2 original, like, classic version of the campaign, how much more, like, background there was. And then you play Combat Evolved, and they basically, like, you know, they didn't bother covering all of this, like, empty space, and I was like, that's really fascinating. Because there's a lot behind levels that you don't think of, right? Hidden spots, and, you know, open-ended areas. It's fascinating to just fly around and take a look at stuff. Like, I was doing, was a Metropolis, and you just, like, fly over the bridge, and it's just, like, a lot of stuff doesn't work, though, because you have to, like, trigger things, and if you fly over stuff, you know, things don't get triggered. And I never thought that the bridge, or, sorry, not the bridge, the underpass area is, basically, it's just like this small tunnel. Like, I assumed there was a lot more to the overall design of it, but it's literally just a small tunnel that you take to get somewhere else. I thought that was fascinating. Damn, I'm killing a lot of guys. You see all those kills out there? Damn. But I embrace the craziness of Call of Duty, but like I literally blew the budget there for COD coins on what is it? On Snoop Dogg. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like I should buy those two if they come. I mean, when else are you gonna get the opportunity to play as Godzilla and King Kong in a video game? Oh, there was King Kong the game, which I'm still trying to get my hands on so that I can get all the achievements off of it, but, you know, good luck with that. Yeah, good luck finding that, actually, because it's such a rare game at this point. I should have bought it when I think it was available digitally for a bit. Oh, and thinking about that, I kind of finally, I think, realized why, or realized again, maybe, why certain games aren't backwards compatible on the Xbox, and why they work as a disc only. So, because I was answering a question today where someone's like, oh, if I use the disc, is it going to be different from playing the digital copy? And I'm like, no, your disc is just a license to play that digital copy. So I'm thinking for some of the games that you have to have a disc for, from their written contract, it allows them to use the disc to play a digital copy. But they can't make everything backwards compatible because you have to let people basically have the license to play a digital version since it doesn't actually run off the disc. Whereas the 360 version, the backwards compatibility works fine there because everything just runs off the disc, you know, like runs the game from the disc. Whereas when you use a disc on the Series X or the Xbox One, it's giving you a license to a digital copy to play. I got it. I did it, guys. Water66 on Twitter. It's going to be very entertaining. Elon's going to buy EA next and fix that up. That's funny. Yeah, Halo 2 has really, really open levels. Anyways, let's go back to the Monopoly board. So we got Undead. Twice for Bob there is one of the utilities. Turn 10, Mojang, Machine Gun Games, Playground. Again, the Series X, the community chest stuff. We've got 343, the Coalition. Let me know if the colors make sense to you, too, of the value of the different companies. And then if you land on the community chat, or not, it's not community chest, it's free parking. It's a Microsoft buyout. And then we got Arcane, Compulsion, the Initiative, although the Initiative, I think, should be down in one of the purple now. They should probably swap with Ninja Theory. Alpha Dong is another one of the different railroads. In Exile, Rare, King's one of the utilities, Obsidian. And then if you Phil Spencer sends you to join Game Pass in jail. So you go there and it's join Game Pass with Phil Spencer, and then you go to just visiting. I did make this board. I did make this. I posted it on the community tab back when they were buying Activision Blizzard because I thought you guys would get a kick out of it. ID, ZeniMax, and then Blizzard, Activision, and then because there's a tax, right? So if you get a tax, you lose money. So that's when it becomes a PlayStation exclusive is the tax, and I thought that was hilarious. Like, this board is just like ripe with like humor and fun, and yeah, I know I did make this. Yeah, it was very entertaining. See, it's got my name there, like my gamer tag, right? Well, I guess I can't point at it because there's not like space, but right where his cane is, yeah, it's my thing on there. But yeah, I made that. It's kind of funny. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna chuckle out of that. So the idea was at some point we'd do a live stream night, and we would I would print out the little company names, and we would kind of quickly tape it to the Monopoly board, and I thought that would be a really funny kind of night. Like Xbox Monopoly, the live stream, I thought would be very entertaining. That's an awesome board. Thank you. Did you guys not see? Do I have to post it on the community tab again or something? If you're on the Discord, it's under the photos. It's under one of the main tabs on the community or on Discord if you want to play around with it and look at it. I should post that on my website too, actually. I kind of never did. I should. I like to do little fun write-up things occasionally, little laughs. You know me, I'm all about humor and entertainment for others. Yeah, that's why we did the Bloody Mary challenge and stuff on the stream. That was entertaining. Just missing Onyx and Costco hot dogs. Yeah, that's true. The Onyx ring. I wonder what the little. Too bad I don't have like a 3D printer, because then I could 3D print little minifigs. What would you think the minifigs would be? Like Master Chief, Cortana. Oh, I'm gonna have to think about that. There might be a Monopoly Part 2 kind of posting. Maybe I'll come up with what the different little silver pewter things should be. Interesting. Games with gold should be jail. I made games with gold. The What was Games with Gold on there? What would that replace on the Monopoly board? The traditional Monopoly board. I'm gonna have to look up what a Monopoly board has on it. 'Cause I don't think it's like the community chest or anything. Yeah, one second. I'm gonna look up a regular Monopoly board. Because I am curious about this. Monopoly board. That would be community chest or income tax. Oh, it's income tax. So the Monopoly board, the Games with the Gold, is the income tax. So it's actually a bad space to get.
Reinforcements will be here soon.
And it's been a while, so be sure to like the stream. Subscribing's great. Donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Alternatively, Patreon option. Streaming all the time. Lots of fun. I mean, where else do you get these old games played and Monopoly boards? You love Costco, but you can't justify the membership price anymore. Dude, it's great value, like, for your living, your life. Like, the $1.50 hot dog access is enough value for me. And the tasters, and, you know, the maintenance, like car stuff, and the gas, and the pharmacy, which you don't need, at least in Canada, you don't need a Costco membership card to use the pharmacy, because you have a legal right to a pharmacy in Canada. But, you know, they got all these different areas, all these perks. It's lots of fun at the Costco. I love going there. It was a really lovely day at the Costco. I had a really nice day, because, you know, I've been tired from doing the expo and all this other crap that I have to deal with. So it was just nice to go and get my liquor and, you know, cheap pricing and, you know, and then eat my hot dog and kind of relax, take in the gardens. It was a really nice day, actually. It was a good day today. Good day to die hard. Did I design this COD myself? Of course. You know, I was handpicked to consult and make this Call of Duty the best it could be, so you're welcome. Yeah. I did this. John from accounting, he came up with the Grim Reaper. That wasn't me. Godzilla King Kong. I'm excited. Where the gondola normally passes. Oh yeah, I did that too in Halo 2 with the Acrophobia skull. I flew to the big mountains. You can go over the entire mountain where the gondolas are. You can fly to the gondolas. The game kind of breaks though for a bit until the gondolas do its sequences. You can't like progress into the underwater area because it just kills you, but very interesting scene.
Our mission is to destroy a battery of AA guns that shoot down our bombers.
Oh, you're talking about the quarantine zone. I was talking about the gondola on Delta Ring, I think it's called. Love it, did a good job. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed the Xbox board. Did you guys not see that in the community tab? That's really surprising. Like it was a big post. A lot of people like commented on it. You have the Xbox Duke controllers. That's a good one. You're right. It should be the Xbox Duke controller. Should the original Xbox be like a little piece too? I kind of wonder. What would my dream game be? Probably a good Halo game at this point. I don't know. I don't really like, you know, I don't do the design stuff. I just like play and critique. That's kind of my thing. I did make a game that was semi-popular on the Android store. I think it had 50k downloads or something. And I did make money off of it. It was called I'm Bread, I Run. And it was a riveting experience. I don't think you can still get it or something. There's a lot of issues with Google Play where they're like, you know, kind of threatening you if you don't update certain things, and I was just like not really wanting to keep updating stuff, so I just took everything down because, you know, if something bad happens to that account. So if you have something that that happens to you on one Google account, all your Google accounts get like destroyed, right? So like, yeah, I was kind of didn't want to risk anything with my, you know, YouTube and my actual work, so I just kind of took everything down. I was like, okay, I'm not doing this. But it was, are you kidding me? What a dick. Seriously, like, I built that so I could use it. Wow, what a guy. Just gonna stand here. Anyways. what was the other thing I did? So I made the game, and what it is you are a piece of... We literally took this already. Okay, well, I guess we're not sitting around here. You're literally like a piece of really crappily drawn bread. Actually, one of the microtransaction characters that a few people bought was literally I toasted bread, and I took a picture of it, and I made that a character in the game. The backdrop was like my kitchen counter. So you were literally, it was an endless runner, where you're basically just running along the countertop, and there would be like... You can see my fridge in the backdrop and everything. It was hilarious. And you'd run around the countertop, and I would have like platforms, and there was like saw blades, and there were like physics-based vegetables and fruits that you could bump into, and you know, it was kind of random. And I think I had like a couple hundred different like level scenarios that could pop up as you're just endlessly going through it. And yeah, no, this is a real thing I made with like, again, like 50k downloads. I was really impressed. They'll punish you across all your accounts, right? That's with a lot of stuff now, is how connected things are. They kind of punish you everywhere. So I was just like, okay, I'm not risking, you know, obviously my livelihood stuff just to do like these little games. It wasn't worth it. Yeah, and you know how Google ties everything to like who you are as your identity, so it's kind of like, yeah, it's really just not worth it. It's just basically not worth having any issues from them. I mean, technically, if there was something not too bad, I could maybe email like one of my PR people, but I don't really have a good PR contact at Google anymore. I did for a time. Like a year or two ago. Not right now, I would say. I don't even really get too many emails from them at this point. They don't release a whole lot of stuff, right? It's Google. They just do software and everything. Anyways, that was kind of neat. I think the main worry was I had like a couple games that I had made, and there was like, I think there was some copyright issues with a couple of them, because I think they do a bit of like a 3-strike system or something, and I was just kind of like, okay, definitely no risk on this. I just took everything down. So that was just how it went. Yeah. Anyways, kind of weird because, you know, you can have things on the Android store where it's like literally people have, you know, literally stolen stuff and there's no issues and they get like millions of views and stuff, but, you know, something on mine is like, oh, maybe too similar to this, and it's like, oh, come on. Whatever, doesn't matter. I'm not going into it. Yeah. King Kong versus King Kong? What about that? Oh, Redfall? Redfall is, from what I saw in the leaks and what I understand of it, it is an open world looter shooter vampire game. So it's supposed to play like Borderlands, essentially. But it's gonna be like a mature kind of universe with some zany costumes and zany stuff you can do. It's what Arcane's doing. So it's probably going to be pretty good. I mean, I would assume it's going to be really cool. We won't really know until, you know, obviously we get to see a full actual gameplay trailer. It's supposed to come out this summer. Maybe it'll get delayed into the fall. Who knows? But, yeah, from what I've seen in the footage, it actually, I think it has a lot of potential. I hope it's fun. Yeah, I do. I hope it's enjoyable, but... Yeah, it's basically supposed to be like a Borderlands vampire slaying kind of thing. All 3 Dead Spaces are on sale. They're pretty fun. Quarantine Zone Gondola Ride is insane. Yeah, no, that one is pretty crazy, especially with the giant sentinel is like flying over. It's kind of neat. Getting a nuke camp. Yeah. I design all the games. That's funny. You can also buy the alcohol at the Costco store without needing a membership. That's something you don't need. But I'm glad you guys were enjoying the Monopoly board there. Maybe I'll do again like a little part 2 and kind of have little, maybe make the little pieces or something would be funny. I think you just silverize them and, you know, stuff like that. That'd be a neat thing. Now the only thing with getting Dead Space 1 is, you know, they're reimagining it early next year. I guess it would be cool to play it now and then replay it in like a year from now and be like, oh wow, they completely changed this. I think it's January it's coming out. The Dead Space reimagining now. It was supposed to be this year. A lot of stuff getting delayed, which is a little disappointing. Because there's so many things I was hoping we would get to see, you know, in this year, right? Oh. Guys, one of the guinea pigs turned 2 years old. How exciting. I like to keep up with the guinea pigs. That's what I do. Oh yeah, we were going to talk about some of the news of the day. One sec. I'm going to pull this up because we did have some interesting discussion stuff. But first, I'm going to see what's going on with this on my friends list. It's neat that we live in a time where the Xbox app can like give me quick context on people. Sony has apparently someone that on LinkedIn put that they are now working on a preservation team for PlayStation. So it sounds like they're going to maybe look at some backwards compatibility type stuff in the future. I don't know if they're going to be preserving like modern games, but it sounds like they might be looking at actually doing some better support for some of the existing PlayStation library. So I'm hoping that's the case. I'd love if more, like, you know, PS1, PS2, PS3 stuff was available on PS5. That'd be nice. I mean, imagine not being able to play your platform's legacy of games. That would be stupid. Why would you ever not make that a thing? But, you know, so that was interesting to kind of read that. Just kind of like a little... It was somebody's, like, LinkedIn post where they're like, oh, I'm heading up the preservation department or something. I was like, oh, wow. That's really cool. Yeah. So I hope that's a thing. And if they do that, you know, PlayStation does provide, you know, more natural backwards compatibility, not like stream backwards compatibility. Because, you know, it's the PS3 games. Well, I guess the PS1 and PS2 you're going to be able to download. But it's kind of like, I think you play, like, basically remastered. We won't know for sure till June. But... yeah, it would be very... It is interesting that they're starting to embrace backwards compatibility to a degree. I mean, obviously not to the degree that Xbox did. But you know that they're embracing it a little bit. Because it's a little hypocritical where they're like, oh, people don't care about these old games, you know. And, you know, then all of a sudden they're interested in these old games. It's like, okay. Yeah, it's like, obviously people do care. Just saying. Hello there. A Halo Infinite remake. Is this better than Vanguard? I think I scored this one higher than Vanguard, so I would say yes. That was a good grenade. So I'll put that out there. Yeah, I mean, from a technical standpoint, I did score this higher than Vanguard. Oh, come on, it was right on the line, guys. Love needs to be on time for B.
B is retreating.
What the hell it is?
Has almost crossed the front line.
Looks like Love is going to be on time. Oh yeah. Hold the line.
We've broken through the front line. Keep
Anyways,
moving towards the bridge.
You missed this game? Yeah, you know, I didn't get any of the DLC. I was disappointed I never got to play the content, but at this point, I'm really hoping that as part of the Activision Blizzard purchase, that Microsoft makes some of the DLC for older CODs free. Because, I mean, like, they can't be making that much off of these older CODs. But I think it would just be really cool if, you know, you could get all of the DLC in, like, World at War or something like that. That would be nice. I mean, they sometimes do it. Like, Gears, a lot of the older Gears games, all the DLC is free, you know, all the map stuff. And then, like, some of the older Halo games, before they shut down the multiplayer on those ones, you know, they had... made all the DLC maps free and stuff, and it's just like it segregates an already really small community with these older games. So I think, you know, doing free DLC is like not too much of a big deal. I kind of hope at least a few of the CODs maybe get that, you know, because there's this one World at War DLC. Was it the one with Varrock? I never got that. I'm like, it would be really nice to finally have access to those maps and whatnot. I don't know why, maybe for achievements or something, I don't know, but it'd be cool. It would definitely be cool. So we'll see what happens there.
Take the enemy fuel.
I've got the fuel. Took the flag, that's funny. But yeah, it's still a fun game. You can still play matches in it. You know, it's still busy. You love Kev. You know, he's a busy guy, Kev. He can't always be here to accept your love, but I'm sure he appreciates it. Are you kidding me? Oh!
From the enemy.
No, get out of here. Oh, and then the other bit of news was Xbox hired a... What was it? Microsoft is seeking a manager to help evaluate future acquisitions in the gaming industry. So, it sounds like this more acquisitions or something they are looking at doing in the future. I mean, they've said it a bazillion times that they want to buy more companies. I mean, it really shouldn't be that surprising. But it's neat that they're literally hiring someone that will sit there and evaluate whether or not it makes like sense from a business perspective for them to buy other companies. Like, it feels like a job that, like, you know, someone that already works there would kind of handle, you know, it'd be like, you know, this guy, he's like, oh, he manages whatever business stuff, and then he also does this, but, you know, they're literally hiring someone that's just going to, you know, look at acquisitions. I could do that job. I think I'd be pretty good at that one. I mean, I guess I don't understand all the technical stuff, because you probably have to have, like, a really, you know, intense education and everything like that, but pretty sure I'd be very good at evaluating potential, you know, developers and whatnot, studios. Actually, I think I would do really well with that. Anyways, yeah, so it definitely sounds like they are eager to buy more companies in the future, which makes sense. Where did I hear what? They canceled the Activision Blizzard acquisition. Oh, they did. Microsoft was just like, we're too good for this. Canceled the Blizzard. That one's going through, guys. I know a lot of people are really struggling with it, you know, but it's you know, something you really gotta learn and deal with. It's sort of like almost a bit like relationships. You put in all the effort you want, and sometimes whatever you do just doesn't matter. You know, but seriously, it's like literally. So the FTC is looking into it, the Activision Blizzard purchase. What they're looking at is how employees will be treated and how data will be handled. They're not looking at antitrust, they're not looking at any sort of anti-compete, they're not looking at any sort of penalties or restrictions or anything like that. They're literally just looking at how data is going to be handled after the purchase and how the employees are going to be treated after the purchase. And Microsoft is literally one of the best places in the world that you can work because their benefits are ridiculous and the employees get treated insanely well. You know, in the modern era. And data-wise, but they're just gonna be like, whatever the government asks, they're just gonna be like, okay, whatever. Or they'll flex some money and they'll change some laws or something. You know, that's just how it's gonna go. But there's literally zero reason this deal falls apart. Seriously, like zero reason. For older CODs, right? Yeah, it would be nice to have older COD DLC for free. Barely did anything with the rare catalog. Well, you got, like, what, Battletoads is back, you know, Sea of Thieves is a big hit for them. What else was there? Like, what else is really in Rare's catalog that you can draw from? You know, like I said, Battletoads came back. I always wanted a new Viva Pinata, but I don't think other people are, like, you know, gunning for a new Viva Pinata. There's Grabbed by the Ghoulies. Conquer would be a hard one to do these days. I'd love to see Conquer come back, but and they're doing a new Perfect Dark, and it's just like, what else do they own IP-wise that you're wanting to see, you know, come back? Like Jetpack or like Gemini, like Jet Force Gemini. Do you want to see that again? Like, it's, you know, like what else in their catalog would you like to see them bring back? There's not really that many. Like Cameo, I'd love to see a sequel to Cameo or a remake to Cameo. Yeah. And if you guys haven't played Cameo, it's on Game Pass, and it runs at, I think it's 4K 60, I believe. I can't quite recall. I did a video on it, but it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Well worth playing. I should do a Series S video on that one too. Anyways, Cameo is really good. Heck, I definitely recommend it because it's not fair. Somebody needs everything, of course. You heard it from a YouTuber. Oh wow. You really shouldn't listen to everything a YouTuber says. Even me, you know, if I say something and you're like, I don't know about this, go look it up, research it, you know. Always encourage that sort of thing, you know, doing your own research. But yeah, no, they're definitely the deals it's going through, and you know, the sooner you guys accept that, the sooner you're just gonna be at peace with it. It's happening. Call of Duty is Xbox first party. What a time to be alive. You know how many like lunchroom conversations that would have ended back in high school? Well, I think we only had like 1 or 2 people we knew that even had like a PlayStation. Yeah, we built a bridge. Or we got a custom bridge. Viva Pinata. Oh yeah, Banjo-Kazooie, that's another one. But like, I don't know. This, like, you know, it'd be cool to see Banjo-Kazooie, Viva Pinata, and Conquer, but it's not like they're legendary games. Well, I mean, I don't want to hurt people's feelings. I do think Viva Pinata, Trouble in Paradise, Trouble in Paradise is like one of the best games ever. But you know what I mean? It's just like, it'd be cool to see them come back, but it's not like, hey, you know, they left Call of Duty sitting for 20 years or something like that. It's, I don't know. One of the biggest Sony fanboys. I haven't even heard that person. Would I would like to see a new Project Gotham Racing? I don't think you'll ever see a new Project Gotham Racing game. It's the Forza brand is way bigger than PGR ever was, and I don't think they see any value in PGR anymore. Like, why do a PGR game when you could just do like a Forza game, right? Like, there's way more brand recognition in the modern era. The Forza franchise sells like hotcakes no matter what you do, whether it's Motorsport, whether it's Horizon. It really, you know, again, like, I like PGR. It's a cool game series, but who do you have make it? And, you know, it's like, oh, well, you get Turn 10 on it. I'm like, well, Turn 10 makes Forza. Why would they bother with a PGR game? You know, and it's like, who else are you going to have that makes racing games come in and do PGR? It's like, I don't think anyone's really available for that kind of thing. Yeah, because with Bizarre Creations, they don't exist anymore. But, yeah, I don't know. I really don't see PGR returning at any point. And they're not a rare franchise as well, if people are wondering. That's you know, it is Xbox first party, that IP, but yeah, I don't know. Although it would be pretty funny after because Motorsport's going to be apparently a 10-year Forza or something. They're going to keep just updating it over time. I would see Turn 10 maybe needing a new project to work on, and maybe they're going to maybe they'll do PGR at that point. Who's to say? Yeah, well, it's always fun to ask questions. An updated rare collection? Well, most of the games are updated in rare replay, right? Like, you know, a lot of the 360 ones got like resolution bumps, some of them got like FPS boosts. You know, it's just like, what else do you really upgrade on those ones? You'd have to, you know, properly remaster them or like properly remake them, and I don't think there's any real desire to do so. News on Skate 4. They're doing tests on Skate 4. I think if you look hard enough online, you might be able to come across some leaked footage of it from some playtests. From what I understand, they're actively playtesting Skate 4 right now, so I believe some footage exists. I haven't watched it, but I believe there is some up there. YouTubers can be full of it. They can. It's a regular person. It's not like we're some kind of like pillar of news and stuff. Like, I mean, I try to give pretty accurate information, but it's like, yeah, we are just like regular people. A lot of YouTubers, like, so the really funny thing is the divide of like the content creators at like events like E3 and traditional press, because there is quite a gap between those. And I mean, like, even traditional press in gaming is kind of like almost laughable compared to like actual press for like news and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to think about, if you didn't know that already. Damn, that guy got me good. Anyways, Skate 4 should be soon-ish, I guess. I don't know.
C is advancing. Take out its escort.
That's pretty good. Do we have any other news today to talk about? Whoa,
Watch the truck. C is
the
almost
tree's
close.
coming down. I think they got this position. Anything on my notes?
We weren't able to stop their advance, but this isn't over yet. Keep fighting. Keep the Germans
I think that's it. I think that's all for today. Well, not, I'm not done my stream, but I think that's all the big news or info that popped up. It's a Monday. It's usually pretty quiet anyways, right? But yeah, because my big Costco trip and my walk, I didn't really, and, watching that show, I didn't really get any, work done today, so I need to do that after. Do some video filming or something, and then a little bit of writing. Yeah. Or who knows, maybe I'll end up just doing writing tonight and video stuff later. Oh, tomorrow should be Chernobylite, guys. If you've been waiting for me to do the Series X optimized video on Chernobylite, that will be tomorrow morning. It'll be up. Unless there's some kind of unforeseen issue with the video that I've already rendered it and everything. I haven't, tested it yet. I do a pass-through of the videos in case there's any issues, but that one should be ready to go for tomorrow. And I do have all of the information you need, I think, because I did actually literally reach out to the developers about that one. Because, if you watch, the trailer, it's the next-gen trailer for Chernobylite, or the optimized trailer for it. It's it literally does not tell you specs or anything. It's just video clips of the game, which do look pretty good, but it's not hey, is this performance mode? Is this quality mode? No info at all. So I actually did, email, or not, I didn't email them, I actually just talked to them on Twitter, and they're like, here you go, here's all the info, and I was like, thanks. So I got all the info. Musk bought Twitter, yeah, he did. Again, he said he was going to. He put in the form that you put into the US government to say, hey, I'm buying this, and then he bought it. I really don't know why people are at all surprised about this. I am very curious to see what he does with Twitter. I think it's a very toxic site. I've gone over that. I think it's one of the worst social media sites. Because it amplifies people that are angry about things. Or causes lots of, big conflict and whatnot. So I'm almost hoping he introduces some sort of downvote button or something. I'd really love that, because there's so many times I see a really stupid-ass thing. And the only thing you can do on Twitter is like stuff. So if you got a lot of people that like something that's stupid, it gets propelled and it gets bigger and bigger. And then other people, just because they want to be part of the trend to get noticed and whatnot, they tweet similar things, and it creates this big ball of sometimes bad stuff, right? So I think a downvote button might actually help with that, but I don't know. I'm not a social media manager person. Well, I did do a lot of, I am trained in social media stuff, but through my web training or whatever the hell, but I don't do that kind of thing. I don't manage that stuff, so I'm sure he will. It's gonna be really fascinating. I think he just did it so that he could do whatever the hell he wants on Twitter and not have to deal with any problems. He just wants to own it. You get rich people, they love owning big things. Usually rich people will buy newspaper outlets so that there's, they can control the news flow a little bit, or stuff like that. I think this is just him doing the modern equivalent of buying a newspaper group, is just buying, well, how people get news on Twitter and all that. You left Twitter yet enough? Good for you. The OG COD's on Game Pass. I'm excited too. What am I drinking? I've got the Empress Gin with blackberry lemonade tonight. Although I am very excited. I got a little bit of Kraken rum left in my other bottle, but I'm very much excited to break in or tap into the 1.75 liter Kraken bottle. It's gonna be funny. How do you even pour that from that thing? It's so big, it could be raw. It's like you're in a cartoon and you're holding this big XXX jug that's liquor or something. Kind of funny. Should be on Twitter. I'm not the judge of who gets to go on Twitter and whatnot, and yeah, I'm not diving into that stuff at all. It's Musk's platform. People will be on there that he wants to be on there. Things will be on there that he wants to be on there. It will be very interesting to see how that works. Blood Person literally controls a massive format of information and discussion and modern interaction. So it's fascinating. Yeah, how people are getting news because of Twitter and stuff. Yeah, well, I mean, it controls the flow of things, right? You really enjoyed the Mercenaries video. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was a fun game, though. It's always a fun game to go back and check out Mercenaries there. But yeah, I don't think we'll ever see a remake or another entry in that series. I don't even know who owns that franchise at this point. Well, I mean, somebody has to if it's backwards compatible. But then again, the sequels aren't backwards compatible. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever see that again. And it's like, how do you do that in the modern era, right? Like, you'd have to have a really impressive big open world. And I don't even know if that game works anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be, you know, negative towards it to any degree because I think it's kind of fun. But like, I don't know how you would do that one in the modern era. You'd have to like reinvent it, and I think it would be too much for people to see that one reinvented, and there'd be too much like legacy kind of enjoyment of it. I really don't know what you would do with it. Genuinely. I do think though that Contraband might be a little bit of a spiritual successor to Mercenaries. Like, I don't think that's their intention, but I think that one might literally feel like a spiritual successor to it. Get on this frickin' tank, guys. Oh, damn it. Are they gonna get this? This is so close. It's like 99%. Oh, we got it. We lost? What?
Now the war's gonna drag on for months.
Do I think Elon Musk can outbid Microsoft in the Activision deal? That wouldn't work like that, so no. Yeah. I mean, they're already in an agreement to be bought. So in these agreements, they have these, like, fail-safes, where basically, like, if the cause is Microsoft making this not work, Activision, their stocks will be in free fall, basically, but also they'll get a handsome payout from Microsoft, and if Activision Blizzard is the fault, Microsoft will get a payout from Activision Blizzard. So it's kind of like, hey, you know, you screw us over, we screw you. If you screw us over, we screw you, kind of thing. So, yeah. Well, those are nice pictures. It won't be an issue. It's, you know, it's happening as is, guys. It just is. Oh, and they also announced that Xbox, apparently, according to the NPD, I think it's called. Sorry, we usually don't use these stats. Yes, the NPD. So they do hardware numbers. Apparently, March was like the best month that Xbox has ever had for console sales. Like, ever. Apparently, it's higher than the 360. I believe the best 360 month was like 2013, where they sold like 500,000 or 600,000 consoles. So apparently March they beat that sale metric. So I'm very eager to see what the full announcement is. They haven't really put that out there, but they've just kind of sent out some quick details to some people that do the, you know, the analyst stuff. So we could be looking at a really good, because if you don't know, the sales numbers are like 14 million Xbox consoles sold, like 19, 17. I think it's 19 million for PlayStation. So like, the you know, PlayStation's not getting the demand out there to get those consoles sold. I mean, like, there's demand for that and for Xbox, but like, you know, they're not meeting the demand to get those console sales, whereas Xbox paid for chip priorities, so they're getting their consoles out there faster and more available, which is why you're seeing Xboxes in the wild. Some of you, of course, you know, not everybody. But, yeah, apparently they sold a hell of a lot of consoles last month, so I'm excited. I really want to see what those numbers are. Yeah. Excited for Contraband. You don't want to be too crazy like Just Cause. I would assume if you hire the guys that made Just Cause to make an open world 4-player explosive-based shooting like kind of cooperative game, it's probably gonna play a little like Just Cause, I would imagine, right? So I would expect it to be like that, but we have no idea what it is. All I know is it introduced me to that Dan Steely song, you know, Do It Again, which I love and find hilarious. So I'm excited to see whatever that game becomes. I think it could be a lot of fun. It's always cool to see new exclusives. It's always cool to see Xbox actually investing in third-party exclusives again. Because, you know, it's something they really didn't do a whole lot of on the Xbox One. So it should be interesting to get that on the platform. I can't wait to see what they do with it. Yeah, that should be good. That one, really interested in seeing what they do with Fable. Legs. But, yeah, dreams will be coming true. You'll be powering your dreams with the Xbox June Summer Games Showcase event that I'm sure will be happening. So stay tuned for that, guys. Again, when they do it, I'll stream it, and you can like watch reactions live if you like to. You know, I hate when people just have this big ass gun and they just kind of spray with it in this one, because it's kind of designed almost gameplay wise where you can just like pepper people non-stop with it. It just kind of locks on and just annihilates people everywhere. It's kind of annoying. If you get the right team set up and you play on shipment, you can literally just MG the living hell. Yeah, that's what they're doing right there. They're just MGing down that line. Kind of annoying. We get consoles, like tons of sales. I mean, that's what they're there for, right? Like, I also think, and some people are like, oh, that's not how it works, but it's kind of like, you know, if something is available for you, you are more likely to buy it. So if you're just somebody that casually wants an next-gen console, and the only console available to you is an Xbox, you're kind of going to be likely to buy it. There's also just demand for people wanting to buy Xboxes. Now imagine how crazy the demand is going to be for like Xbox consoles. They actually start releasing some like, you know, like next-gen games like Starfield. I think Starfield's going to be a frickin' crazy-ass seller. Especially if they've got like this huge support system they're doing, like apparently the MMORPG that ZeniMax is working on, the sci-fi MMORPG that ZeniMax is working on is going to be like a prequel Starfield MMORPG. And then they're doing like apparently a spin-off they're looking at, a TV show. It seems like Starfield, they're banking on hardcore, and I think that could be a crazy console seller for Xbox this year. I really do. Who knows, maybe Redfall's a big success, maybe Call of Duty is going to generate a lot of sales. Like, we're just like tipping the iceberg. This is probably going to be Xbox's greatest console gen. You know, I'm already thinking like, hey, you know, they're doing. I'm more excited about this console than I've been for even, I guess, the 360 at this point. It's becoming my favorite Xbox console. And, you know, we're just kind of touching the tip of the iceberg. Once that stuff starts like really rolling out for Game Pass and all that, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be exciting. Just buy whatever one they can find. Well, of course, sorry, for what? Oh, for consoles, you have people just like wanting to buy whatever is available. But that's the thing, is like a lot of people don't think about the average consumer. They're like, I'm a PlayStation user, I would never buy Xbox. Or I'm an Xbox user, I'd never buy PlayStation. Ha ha ha. And, you know, games are games. They're fun. You know, get as many consoles as you can enjoy more and more games, or PC, blah blah blah. But like, you know, I think the average consumer you're looking at, like even around Christmas, will be like, oh, I can't get this, you know, or like I need to get a console for this kid, and it's like you buy what's available, and or you buy what's popular, and it's like, oh, I want a PlayStation, but I want that next-gen gaming. This Game Pass sounds cool and enticing, and then you go that way, and you might convert over, and it's really quite interesting. But I am curious to see how like the sales stack up. Like against the 360, apparently Xbox Series family has sold 5 million more consoles at the same time in comparison to the 360, and 360 was like huge for them. So I really do wonder how this all turn out. March's Xbox is well, that's what I had said, is not the best in 11 years, apparently the best ever for console sales for Xbox in a month in the US, the NPD there. Push the Activision deal so they can reveal in June. That's also what I was thinking was there. But again, so these shows they do, like these E3 shows, these events, these conferences, they plan them months in advance. So depending on if everything goes right, I also said in the past that I feel that they will reveal the purchase being done at E3. Or sorry, not at E3, at the Xbox Summer Games Conference, aka basically E3, but E3 doesn't exist, so we're not doing E3 kind of event, you know what I'm saying? So I'm assuming if everything gets done right away, and I think it actually will, because it sounds like this thing is just flowing through the purchases.
Destroy the comms equipment.
I think they'll announce it then. I mean, hell, Elon Musk bought Twitter in, like, you know, almost, like, seemingly no time, and yeah, if the deal goes through that fast, I'm sure they'll have it there to showcase. Is it safe to buy a Series XS? Yeah, I mean, I'd grab one. It's probably going to be the console for Xbox, or the consoles for Xbox for the gen. They might do a mid-gen refresh, but, like, you know, I think that's going to be pretty hard with how the chip allotment is. But even then, a mid-gen refresh probably wouldn't come for at least, what, a couple years or something, so you're pretty safe getting a next-gen console at this point. Like, it'll last you... When did they release? Like a year or two ago? Usually, console gens are becoming longer and longer, kind of. Or at least you're going to get a lot out of your console. Like, you're probably good for another 6 years, I would say, using the Series X or Series S. But that doesn't mean you might not want to do an upgrade at some point. I mean, I'm always after new hardware, new power. But that's really up to the individual, right? So it's case-by-case basis.
Destroy the artillery gun.
So many games and stuff. There are a lot of games on Xbox. There actually is. You got both consoles. You can't even say which one is better. Yeah, I mean, you'll have preferences and stuff, but they're very good consoles. I do have issues with basically both of them in certain points and places, but I do enjoy my next-gen gaming. We're getting some really beautiful things. And it's early on in the gen too, right? Your best-looking games don't come out till like way later. So, yeah, I'm excited. I really, really am. It's gonna be great.
Got explosives active. Defend the site. Stick to the objective.
Ooh, what the hell was that? My own freaking bomb plant blew me up? That's funny.
One more and that gun is history.
Come on, guys, let's blow this stuff up.
Artillery case base.
Oh, and it's been a while, so be sure to like the stream. Subscribing is great, donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Alternatively, the Patreon option, streaming all the time. Lots of fun. Yep.
Artillery gun destroyed.
Generation is great. Yeah, it's definitely coming up to that 360 area. What monitor do I recommend for the Series X? I don't really do monitor recommendations. I like gaming on a TV,
Bomb defused.
so I don't really have any good suggestions for you in that regard. I would say something that does at least 120 hertz if you can to get the higher frame rates, and VRR support is pretty damn cool too. And if you can, something with Dolby Vision would be nice, because, you know, the Dolby Vision stuff is apparently really cool. I mean, I haven't personally been able to try it out, but, yeah. And maybe HDR, like, if you can get an HDR monitor, that's a nice feature as well. Yeah. The pushback on the Activision deal. Yeah, it's people being like, oh, you know, they don't... It's fine if it happens on my console, but it's not fine if it happens on another console, you know, like purchases, you know what I mean? Like, it's tribalism, and it's kind of like, oh, they feel like, you know, the PlayStation dominance is being threatened or something like that, and it's just like, it's weird. It really is strange. Did we get it?
Nice work, soldiers.
Victory.
Just get started.
Will COD exclusivity content first on Xbox? No, they're not petty like PlayStation. They won't make stuff like first on Xbox when it comes to COD stuff. They'll either do full exclusivity or they won't. They're really not that petty. At least in this era. You know, obviously, you know, they used to do the timed exclusivity content, but in the modern era, I think they really don't care. It's about money. They're really driven by money. That's mostly Game Pass they're trying to sell. Which again is why, I'm kind of like, why wouldn't you just make it exclusive to get people on here? But, you know, they do what they do. You know, Xbox they pay a lot of people to manage their studios and come up with the best ideas for things. And whether that always works is to be debated, but you know what I mean. Like, they've got people that get paid lots of money to deal with this stuff, right? And we won't know anyways until the deal is finished, right? Or even till long after the deal is finished and we start to see these releases go. But, you know, they still have to release X amount of games on PlayStation for COD due to, like, contracts and everything like that. Blah, 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 and thus and this and, you know, all that other stuff. Now I get to shoot people that are coming up the beach. Yeah!
Enemy airdrop incoming.
Yeah, the series is quite nice. Do people still play this game? Yeah, that's why we're in a lobby of people playing this game. It's decently populated. Now it looks like the AI it stops. See, I don't get that in this one. It's like eventually the AI stops like spawning and you just get freaking nailed. No, the AI's still going, I guess. I killed quite a few AI guys there. There we go. Guys are lucky I ran out of... My gun got overheated, or I would have killed him faster.
Push them back, hold your ground.
Yeah, all the AI is gone. We've burned through all their AI numbers. Now it's just gonna be hell for like 5 minutes of them trying to get up here. Like it should be. I love this like beach assault idea. It's so clever. Am I gonna buy the season pass? I always get the season passes. Honestly, they just send COD points to me so I can get them. So yeah, I will be checking out the 3rd season for Vanguard. And I finished all of the seasons thus far for Vanguard. The Cold War Vanguard split season and season 1 and 2 I have completed, and you know we do streams of it all, so you can see all the completion going on. So I will be back for the next season of Vanguard. I'll definitely be there checking it out. So stay tuned for that. Which again reminds me that I need to come up with something clever in my email asking the guy for more COD points. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'll get that done tonight. You only feel Flight Sim and Foltz are next gen. If you play some of the 120 hertz games, I think you would feel they're pretty next gen. Like, you know, having that high frame rate is kind of awesome. so like playing Halo MCC at 120 FPS is so good. So good. Like, really great. Yeah. So that, to me, that feels really next gen. And I know people go off of visuals and stuff like that, but it does really quite feel next gen to get higher frame rates going on. Assuming you have a TV that does it, right? Or a screen that does it. Wow, these guys are getting frickin' torn up. The Donnie Darko collab. I remember the Scream collab. I really like that. Offer a better product. See, there you go. Competition. Someone that likes competition. That's exactly right. They'll have to keep coming up with better things, and they'll have to keep competing, and if they don't compete, they'll, you know, vanish and whatnot, and that is the spur of business, right? Capitalism that we live by. That being said, obviously, it's healthy in this industry to have all of the consoles doing well. Honestly, it is. You know, because then you get them competing and making better and better gaming experiences, better titles, better services. So it's good to have healthy competition. I kind of feel bad for these guys almost, but then I'm like, I remember doing this earlier, and I was just getting stomped trying to come up here.
Defend the bunkers.
I mean, I think we're defending the bunkers pretty well. They haven't even touched them. Defend the bunker. It's like, what do you think we've been doing, dude? Double kill. Sorry if it's less exciting seeing me just shoot through a porthole, but that's how you win. That's how you win this. You know, the only problem with this is it gets so frustrating for the other team. Everybody quits, and then your match like ends. You know what I mean? How much COD points do I get? They usually give me enough to buy the battle pass, typically. Oh, I don't think I'll have enough extra COD points saved up so that I can get the frickin' skip levels. Oh, that's gonna suck. I might not finish this next battle pass then. It's so, like, grindy to get through those levels. But yeah, they usually give me enough so that I can buy the base battle pass or whatever and show it off and stuff. And I did get Snoop Dogg. So what I do is every time they give me the battle pass, all the battle pass coins I earn, I save, and then I can typically get a character occasionally. Snoop Dogg. I think I got Rambo.
10 seconds.
But yeah, I did pick up Snoop Dogg. I have a review video of Snoop Dogg on the channel if you want to see that. It's very funny when I realized that everything he shoots out is weed. Ha! Kind of funny. Very entertaining. We kick their asses.
We've held the beach.
They don't have the incentive to win customers. That's a good point too. That's economics and whatnot, right? Economics are always fun. The business of gaming is, to me, kind of almost as fun as like playing games too. I love talking about all this kind of stuff. You know, all the like the background side of things is always very entertaining to me. Did I get tweeted at? That's my site that's gotten tweeted at. Interesting. Why is MySpace trending? Why is Bill Gates trending? Anyways, what are we going on next? Operation Breakout? I like that one. See, the problem is it's like 3 war maps, and you just like cycle it through. They're not sniping us. They're not doing anything. They're not even like getting across the line. They're just getting mulched up like they're candy. You know, candies that you would get from like Pokemon Go. All about the Pokemon Go, guys. Gotta catch them all. Oh yeah, I was gonna check the Xbox app here. Well, let's do this. War Operation Breakout. Do I play Switch online? Sometimes. Not really. You can add me on the Switch, but like, I probably won't ever get around to accepting it. I did this video. It's not because, you know, I'm being any sort of ass or anything, but like I did this video of Minecraft on the Switch, and it got like 400,000 views, like my review of Minecraft on the Switch. And I put my friend code in there, and I have like a maxed out amount of friends, and I've got like 99 plus extra friends pending. It's a problem. It's a problem. Oh, the Bill Gates emote. Yeah, that was pretty funny that they did that. But Bill Gates is the kind of guy that can take a joke like that. Although at the same time, it's kind of like, dude, he's trying to email or message you about like doing like charity stuff, and you're like, you know, kind of throwing it at him. I don't know how much I agree with that. Like, it's, I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe Elon should do some of the charity stuff, and then, you know, also make fun of Bill Gates if he wants to, but it's kind of like, it feels a little distasteful a little bit. It's funny, but, you know, a little kind of like, hey, you know, I like to see rich people use their wealth to help benefit others when they can, so, yeah. It was entertaining, though. Definitely not saying it wasn't, but... Triple kill. Overkill. Oh. Oh, man. That's a sucks to suck scenario. Oh, and if you guys are following a while back, I had ordered a picture book from the Google Photos of the walks I do as like a gift for my mother or whatever, and it was like that finally came in today, and it's really really lovely. I was very happy with it. It was a little bit more expensive this time because you know everything in life they've increased the pricing on it. But it was like it's a hardcover and it's got all these different like walk pictures that I got and stuff that I did, and it's really nice. It was really lovely. I kind of like that. And I think she was surprised about it, but yeah, that one finally arrived and I brought it there and I was like, hey, here you go, and it's like, oh, cool. So that was nice. Oh, and the skooma arrives apparently on the 28th, so stay tuned for that. For tax breaks and stuff. I mean, I know you might want to give the guy a hard time, but he did like kind of cure what the hell is it? Polio? I think he, what did he? I mean, some places it's coming back because people aren't getting vaccinated by it or whatever. But you know, he does do a lot of like good things, you know, charity wise and stuff. But he does have like zillions of dollars.
We need that command post.
And I know they get tax write-offs and everything, but you know, it is good that they at least do it, right? It's better than that money not existing for different people.
Fighting for the command post.
Randomly bought Twitter so you can control the information flow. That's why he bought Twitter. I mean, it's his favorite place to like send out details and info, and it's like it literally lets him control one of the biggest, you know, flows of information on the internet. It's like, I don't know, it makes, I totally get why he wanted to buy it. Why not? I mean, if you had the money, why would you want to buy something like that? I mean, I wouldn't want to own Twitter, but like, you know, if you could, why not? The source code?
Enemy flamethrower observed. Don't bunch up.
I don't know if that's accurate or not, but they would be. Since they're being purchased, everything that they do on Twitter would need to be, like, prepared for the new owner to come in and handle stuff. Probably won't even handle Twitter directly. I'm sure he'll have, like, somebody that manages it. You know what I mean?
Bridge in progress.
I really am wondering what he's gonna do with it. I know people were like freaking out and complaining about it, but like I really legitimately wonder what his plans are to change that up. I mean, imagine just waking up one day and it's just like you're just, you know, you're tired in the morning, you're just like scrolling through like the tweets and stuff, and you're just like, I should buy this, and then you own it like, you know, like a month later or something, and you're just like, what should I do with this now? Kind of funny. It's just like almost a little ridiculous, but. That literally probably what happened. He was just sitting there. Maybe he was even on the toilet. He's just like scrolling through Twitter. He's like, I should buy this. How much would this cost? And he like calls someone up and be like, hey Steve. Steve's like, what? He's like, how much would it cost to buy Twitter? I don't know, like 40-something billion? Let's do it. Really? Yeah, why not? I mean, I'm sure there was like I bet you there's a lot of strategic reasons why he wanted to buy it. Like, I'm sure it's not just like a joke for him, but you know, I do believe there's like legitimate reasons why he wanted it. Do I have a Tesla car? No. There are a lot of Teslas where I live though. But I'm like, I don't really live in a climate that's good for Teslas, if that makes sense. Like, if it gets really cold, there's long stretches of distance. Like, if I ever wanted to drive somewhere really far away, you know, the Tesla really, like, I know they're getting better and better, but it's just, it wouldn't be, it wouldn't be ideal. I like the idea of it. I mean, eventually you'll have to get an electric car, right? But I don't think I'm in any sort of rush to do that. I've got a custom 2011 Cruise Rally Sport model with low perimeter and Corvette seats and a bright red with sunroof. And the front of it is currently smashed because some idiot destroyed it. It's gonna get fixed apparently in a week from now. It's gonna go into the shop, which means I won't be able to drive anywhere again. So that's gonna be lovely. But yeah, no, I quite like my vehicle. I genuinely love my car. You know, there's few things in the world that I really, really like, and I really love my car. That was my dream vehicle. And, yeah. And I've had it for years, so now what do I do? what do I work towards now? Housing, that's what I want to know. I want a nice house. And I can go all Animal Crossing on that bad boy. And then, you know, housing costs so goddamn much here. You buy the house, and I won't be able to afford furniture in it for years. It'll just be empty. I'll have my TV stand and my TV and my desk. That'll be it. You know, I'll invite guests over and the living room will just be empty, and they'll be like, why is it empty? I'll be like, I never use this. It'll be very entertaining. Just empty space. It'll be like, people always wonder, is like, does anybody own this house? And I'll just be like, yes, I do. But I dwell in the darkness. Anyways. Means I'm going to use Uber or Lyft. Why does that mean I'm going to use Uber or Lyft if I don't have a Tesla? Oh, because my car? Well, I don't really go enough places that it matters. I think the shop should be pretty easy going. I'll probably just get rides from people. Like, I don't really need to go anywhere, I don't think. I don't really have places to go outside of the gym. So I'll probably just, like, no. Give me a ride or something, won't be a big deal. And we don't have Lyft here, sadly. I like Lyft, I prefer Lyft. But, yeah, we have Uber here. Ridiculously priced, but, yeah, you know, it's location, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Well, I guess it's not ridiculous priced. I mean, it outbeats a taxi every time. Every time. Well, maybe the surcharge, no, it doesn't matter. Anyways, it's a better experience. But, yeah, I don't think I'll have to use them. I mean, maybe I'll have to use Uber. It's hard to say. I really don't know, quite honestly. I'll have to wait and see, but yeah, it's just it's a pain in the ass. Do a studio apartment and rent the rest of the house out. But that's the thing, is I don't want to live with other people like that. You know, obviously I'd love to get a spouse at some point. That would be delightful. Assuming I find someone to get along with, and you know, I feel like I trust them enough that they're not gonna like just take advantage of my house. Because our rules in Canada around how people live with each other is stupid. But you know, other than that, it'll just probably be empty. That would really be ideal. But you know, that is something that you do, right? You buy a house and then you rent it to other people if you're fortunate enough to be able to buy a house. But it's like, I really ideally would not like to have to deal with anyone for at least a few years of my life. Just be able to like chill and just like work when I want to and do whatever I want in complete quiet. That would be nice. I mean, that'll probably never happen, but it would be quite lovely. Do I think Elon Musk could buy Microsoft? No. My plane avatar in Flight Sim is placed in the middle of France. What is that in reference to? Like my video where I was going around Paris and stuff? If I could buy my dream car was the Cruise, and I've had it for like a decade. I guess now a Stingray I'd like to get at some point. I don't really need one, but I don't know, it'd be kind of cool to buy one, I guess, if I ever get that kind of excess money, which I don't think I will. But yeah, I guess a Stingray? I don't know. Anyways, it's been a while. Be sure to like the stream. Subscribing's great. Donation's cool. Consider becoming channel member. Alternatively, Patreon option. Streaming all the time. Lots of fun. Flight sim and crash into your house. I've done that. It's fun. Live in a big city, so you bike. Huh. You have a flat, Laurie? I thought you had a full house. Just a flat. I'm disappointed. A flat. I'm gonna have to actually look at the definition of that. Maybe I'm thinking it's something different. Flat definition. Smooth surface. Thanks, Google. Smooth surface. Wow. An apartment or flat is a self-contained housing unit. Interesting. Flat definition. You must be asking what a flat's mean. I mean, what situation are you looking at the definition of flat? I feel like it's a pretty basic word. Flat. Anyways, ridiculous. Larry does apparently have the good internet. That's a dream too. I want to have, was it Cat 6 internet ports? That way you're ready up to like 10 gigs or something. What is going on here? Is this the match? I think it's the game. Okay, it's not my stream. Okay, thank God, because I was like, oh no, are we having network issues again? Because like, I changed how the network thing works yesterday so that in case we had issues it would reconnect, but it seems like our stream is going steady and it's the game itself that's having problems. Yeah. It's the game, guys. I think. Yeah, no, I'm not dropping any frames. I think it's the match. Yeah, it's the match. Oh, it timed out. By the gods. Hey, look, it's the cute quartermaster. How you been doing?
New supplies ready for you, sir.
Oh, she's the best. I never thought I'd see her again. We said goodbye, but I'm happy to be back here, lady. How are you today? The cute quartermaster. Yeah, that was weird. The match just like totally disconnected. I was excited to play that too. Oh, am I rejoining the thing I got disconnected from? Like, what the freaking that? Apartment home. Yes, you never want to buy an apartment here. There's no value in them. At least where I live, you know, there's zero value in apartments. They cost so much. You're never able to resell it. Is this a different match that I was not in? Yeah, this seems like it's a different part that I wasn't. Like a different match entirely, I guess. Oh. Fascinating. I missed the whole building a bridge sequence. That's like one of my favorite parts. Cat 6, Wi-Fi 6. Oh wow, Laurie's got it all. I'm all about that Cat 6. You know the funniest thing is when you go and you like look to buy housing and you're like, oh, I'd like to have, or I want to have Cat 6 ports in this house. And there's so many people that are just like, what? It's like Cat 6. I want to have Cat 6. And they're like, huh? And I'm like, it's the freaking internet ports, people. You're selling houses and like maybe it's like a fancier new thing or something, but it's like I want to have like a future-proofed housing setup. I know you have to pay extra. I like the one dude. The one dude was like, oh yeah, Cat 6, man. I'll get that done for you. No problem. And I was like, oh, this is a guy I would buy a house from if I had all this excess cash available for me to do so at the moment. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. You know, the government takes however much, and, you know, living costs however much, and all that stuff, but I'm trying. Yeah. Want to replay this game? I don't know, it's a fun COD game.
Stop that bomb!
I mean, we played occasionally. We haven't played it since Vanguard launched, because we were moving on to Vanguard, but I was like, I need something different to play, and I was like, okay, we'll play this.
Deactivate the bomb!
To be honest, I've been trying to get a Black Ops 1 stream going on for like a freaking couple days here, and I have to come up with something on the fly, and I'm like, okay, we'll do World War II. I've been having a craving for this one, actually, like a week or two, and I'm like, I don't know when. But tonight was the night. I think people still like it. And a flat surface. No McDonald's Wi-Fi. Hello there. Because that's always funny, the McDonald's Wi-Fi. Yeah, that was that... Actually, wasn't it like Walmart Wi-Fi that always was the joke on Xbox back in the day? McDonald's Wi-Fi. Freaking kills me. Do they offer Wi-Fi at McDonald's? It's not somewhere I go because I think it's terrible. But yeah, do they give free Wi-Fi now? I guess they want to be more cafe-like, don't they? So you know, free Wi-Fi would make sense. Yeah. I want the flamethrower.
The enemy tank is advancing.
56K. Are you talking about the freaking like dial-up 56K? Is that what your chat? Is that what your comments about? They took our flamethrower. Those freaking sons of the Call of Duty players. Guys, they're coming with this tank, and we're literally doing nothing to stop them. That's because there's like 4 of us and 6 of them. But come on, team.
Keep them from destroying the flak guns.
You're literally giving them all the ground here. I think they're walking this bad boy in. It was like standing on my grenade. It was cooked too. Is anybody gonna halt this?
Their tank is advancing.
They drop shotted me? You're up 6-4 and you drop shot?
Now their aircraft
That's
will
dirty.
bomb our forces.
My favorite COD game to play? COD 4. don't think Costco has any Wi-Fi. If anything, you usually lose service, I've noticed in Costco's because of like the, you know, the concrete building. That guy's level 1,000. Imagine being 10th prestige, a level 1,000 in a game. Like, how do you have the time to play this game that much? Level 1,000 after 10 prestiges. Freaking mayhem. Can we look that guy's like gamer tag up? Or where was this? Can we like see stats? Doesn't really say stats, does it? View profile. Oh, it just opens up his profile. All this guy plays is this game. Level 1,000. Wow. Should we try like let's see if we can play a different mode. We've been playing this one the whole night. Let's see if we get something else. Shipment would probably be available. Let's see if we can play hardpoint. Let's see if we get anything in this. Might not, but we'll take a look. Longer than Tim Hortons has Wi-Fi? Switch 720p, 20 FPS dial-up connection. You killed me on the inside. Okay, well, we're not playing, you know, freaking 2 people. Horde Point's fun, but I wonder if actually if anybody's playing Horde Point at this hour. Maybe we should have just stayed with War. Yeah, it's like one other person. Okay, nope. Fine match. Domination. I wonder if people do just play Domination. Let's take a look. I love that War is always playable on this, though. I do enjoy War. One other person? That's it? Well, no Domination. We could do Deathmatch, or we go back to War. What if Demolition has people? I love Demolition. Maybe one other person. There's like one other person that you come across. Okay, let's see if we can do some shipment matches. There we go. It's funny. Always get shipment. Always shipment. I bet if you tried deathmatch, there would be people just on deathmatch. But yeah, shipment's kind of cool in this one. They just threw it on the beach. Yeah, very easy design. You know, the backdrop's already ready. So put some crates down, you're good to go. Shipment 910 full defo.
Bring the war to them and bring it hard. We have fire superiority.
I need cover!
Was the Great War. What mic do I use? Like on Xbox. So you're talking about like my stream microphone? I have the HyperX Quadcast with the basic red. I bought it like literally before they announced that you can get multicolors, and I was like, "Are you frickin' kidding me?" But yes, it looks really nice. It's a beautiful, beautiful microphone. It sounds great. Love it. It's excellent. Absolutely excellent. Would definitely recommend. Yeah. Wi-Fi since 2012? Oh, I have no idea. I never use Wi-Fi when I go places. I just use my like cellular, right? Oh, I didn't get any of those guys? Oh, that sucks. Didn't realize they were in like the box in the middle. I should have, but I didn't. It's my mistake.
Artillery ready for orders. Waiting coordinates. Firing division artillery. Target position confirmed.
You guys think I'm gonna get the gunner? I was so good at this COD. See now, when you do team deathmatch, it's like pretty hard to get the kill streak. How was my day? It was lovely. I did my Costco trip. It was fun. Got some liquor stuff. Contemplated the big questions of life. Went on a walk. It was nice. It was a nice day. It was pretty warm too, relatively. The blue Mini, or the blue Yeti mic. Yeah, a lot of people do. That's cool. Well, I don't really care either way, but I do quite love the HyperX one. Yeah. We need Pong at a 8K 120 FPS someday. Someday. I mean, some of those games, you know, we could run them at like 8K. Like if they do like a Galaga sort of remake or something, I don't see why Galaga couldn't run at like 8K 120 FPS or something. Actually, I do wonder what they're gonna do for the Sonic, you know, because they're doing the Sonic collection, right? They'll probably half-ass. It'll probably be like 4K 60, but I mean, like those old-ass Sonic games, there's not really any reason those ones can't run at like 4K 120 or something, right? Or 8K 120. Like they're pretty like low-demanding freaking things. I mean, what is it? They did Pac-Man 99, and they just stacked like 99, you know, Pac-Man games on the screen at once. It's like you could probably do some really nice stuff with that. You feel me? Russian Spy 60. It's a familiar gamer tag, I think. I wish that would have went on longer. I could have got my ball gunner. I think I was pretty close to it. Doo-doo-doo. Major. I wonder what we'll play. Oh, maybe we should play Shipment 1944 again. That sounds great. Let's do it. Went picnicking? Well, I guess it would be nice to do a picnic with someone at some point. I don't know. I can't even remember the last time I did any sort of a picnic. Huh. Just sit there and like eat and stuff and just ponder. Oak Sand 117. Microsoft points? Oh, if you're in the US, they give you Microsoft points like frickin' candy, man. A little harder in Canada. A lot harder, actually, in Canada to get Microsoft points, but they do give you a lot in the US, from what I noticed. Because, you know, I would use the COD points. I would use the Microsoft points to get, like, my gold. You know, I would basically save up. I'd buy gold with it every year. And, you know, I went to the US for, like, E3, and I was like, holy hell, you get a ton of freaking points. Like, probably like a week or a couple weeks worth of points in like a day there. I was like, holy. It was crazy. Absolutely crazy. I guess US metrics are worth more though, right? Yeah, let's do this weird guy with your shield there. This game's even got like a cool aesthetic to it, everything like that.
Remember your training. Make us proud.
Ooh, it's 2 times XP and everything too. I didn't even realize that. It's like, it's probably 2 times forever, right? Like, maybe do they actually do maybe like timed events or something on this one still? Nah, there's no way they do. Or you know what? It's because this is like a special event, right? Like this is a special highlighted playlist. That's why it's 2 times. Oh. Oh, come on, teammate. You should have helped me capture the position. We could have had it. Ugh, idiots. Drives me crazy. Have I ever been to a concert before? I should be playing more for 2019. I actually mentioned at the beginning of the stream. I tried to, but I needed a 12 gigabyte download for the multiplayer, and I was like, alright, well, that's not happening tonight. Yeah, I've been to a few concerts. We get this thing at the Stampede, which is an outdoor kind of event that they do once a year here. It's kind of a big deal. They do concerts there. They have a Coke stage. The Coke stage is gone, though, because they're like, you know, they're totally redoing the area. So I don't wonder if they'll be ready for this year's Stampede. Anyways, yeah, they do concerts there all the time. So I've seen like the Trues like 5-6 times. I've seen there was like a mega concert I went to when I was younger. I think it was like 14, 15. I saw a combination of the Trues, Rev Theory, Papa Roach, and Buck Cherry for 40 Canadian dollars back in the day. A bit of a steal, you might say. I also saw Modest Mouse. Not as fun as I would have thought. What else did I see? Finger 11. Poor guy, the vocalist, they were playing the music too loud, like the other instruments and stuff. You couldn't even hear him, and his voice was just dying. Our Lady Peace. What else did I see? Sorry, I'm really trying to think of like who else I've seen over the years. It's the Chili Peppers. I saw the Chili Peppers. They were great. I love that concert. And I always talk about it where my one buddy, like literally like the week before, he's like, yeah, I'm not going now. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me, dude? It's the Chili Peppers. I'm so pissed off about that. So pissed off. It's the Chili Peppers. Goddamn Chili Peppers. You know how hard it was to get decent tickets for Chili Peppers? Very hard. You know, I didn't even have to like re-buy it like from a reseller or anything. I had like a team of people at my mother's working so that I could get those tickets. This is a big deal. That was a sick triple kill. Overkill. Anybody else? Anybody else? No, that's it. Anyways. Fix Smart for 2019. Yeah, I've heard it's got a lot of issues. Yeah, 6.4 KD ratio in this? Holy. Favorite mode was war? Mine too. You know they don't count the war kills as like stats in this apparently. Kinda sucks. Love the hub world they added. I didn't really care too much for it personally. Like, it was just trying to, like, they were working with, like, Destiny at the time. They're like, oh, we should do this too, and I don't know. It's kind of, like, silly. I mean, it was, like, kind of funny to, like, run into other people and show off stuff, but, like, I didn't really care too much for it. Yeah. Oh, hi there, Maiha. I die and die? I mean, that is part of the game, but you know, I think I'm killing more than I'm dying, so I'm not doing, you know, too bad. I don't think. Plus 9. So yeah, I'm not doing too bad. And you missed it. We had Kev was on a bit yesterday, and yeah, you always miss the Kevin days, Maybe you'll drop in later. Who's to say? But yeah, you always miss the Kev days. You see the Chili Peppers in your grocery store? Oh my god. Look at this guy. Good morning. Hello there. What's up? Just answering the Call of Duty. Both US and Canadian IP, so you get double the points. Oh, you sly son of a bitch. Sitting talking sassy talk? Okay, Laurie. I think this game's fun. What dating apps do I recommend? I like Hinge. I mean, I think it's the only one I've actually had like a successful connection with someone through. I would say was Hinge, or I've had quite a few different things, so I like that one. Your choices might not be as great on there, but I do feel that it's set up in a little bit of a better way than some of the other dating services are. If you've got a little bit more charm, I think you can maybe be a little bit more successful on that one, because you're not really like swiping, you're more like doing a worded prompt, and that's kind of different. Yeah, you love Kev. Yeah, see, I was first place, like you know, I wasn't doing bad. Yeah, don't use dating apps. Like, that's a really almost weird thing to say in the modern era, because, and I know you're kind of trolling a little bit of an account, but you know, it is it's hard to meet people in regular day-to-day these days. It honestly is, especially with how people like react when you interact with others. Oh, come on.
Taking B.
Yeah, that Russian spy is really, really killing our players.
Securing Bertha.
Trying to get some positions too, but like my team does not want to grab these. Oh, it's time to unleash some frickin' hell on these guys. You guys ready for this? Ready for this?
Incoming enemy.
All gonna. Sucks to be on the other team. Ha 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 ha. You underestimate my ball gunner on this tiny ass map of death. Ah, it's done already. It's kind of a lot of kills though. I was hoping my teammates would capture all the positions, considering I literally just gave them like, you know, free however long with me killing everything. Of course it doesn't happen. Opinion about Vanguard, I enjoy it, I'm trying to think of more games to get on PS5. Ratchet and Clank. Rift Apart, really, really good. Ghost of Tsushima, if you never played it, really good. Well, it's kind of hard to suggest the Uncharted little package, because, like, you know, you don't get the first 3 games, but actually if you buy the, I guess through backwards compatibility a bit, you buy the Uncharted collection, you get to play the 3 of them, and then you can buy the Legacy, Lost Legacy, and you get the, you know, 4 and whatever the other game was upgraded, so that's kind of a good way to go. Uncharted's a fun series. The Horizon franchise, Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West, both really good, take advantage of the PS5. Highly recommend those. God of War, lots of good games there. Yeah. Reinstall World War II, play campaign. It's a good campaign. What was drinking your first drink like at 18? I don't know, it was nothing special, you just had to drink. I mean, I totally, you know, just started drinking at 18. I definitely did not drink before then. No siree. I would never do that. Actually, it's totally legal to have drinks when you're younger. I mean, I guess I shouldn't really say that because I shouldn't be promoting that kind of thing, but like, I believe the law in Canada is if you are at a private residence, you can have, and you're under adult supervision, you can have a drink when you're younger. I have to double check on that, but I believe that is the rule. At least where I live. Don't assume that's the same everywhere, but yeah. Play domination. Well, this is domination. Yeah, we are playing domination, but like, we tried playing domination in the lobby earlier, and it was empty except for one other person, so we couldn't really play domination. Sadly. Yeah, there's only a couple playlists that still, you know, work and whatnot. Or not, sorry, not work, but like have players in them. So you kind of take what you can get, I guess you would say, right? Jeez. My gameplay is weak, thanks. Horizon series is very good. Yeah, it is my, definitely is. I would say so, yep. People always follow trends. That's why things are trends. Can't be a trend if people don't follow it. We need to get out of this spot, guys. I know we keep spawning here, but we were literally, like, we were turning the tides of this war, and now we're losing again. Like, literally, it's like 168, 169. We were winning a little bit, I think, there. Ah, he's got the ball gunner. That's not good. Probably even using it at a better time than we were. Because I think he's using that, or was he using like a gun? Maybe he's using a strafe run. We're pulling it around, guys. It's gonna be actually a pretty close match, I think. It's so close. We need to take another position without losing positions. Now we lost like all the positions. Damn, man. You work in tech? That's actually really interesting that you talk to people and work in tech. Yeah, people don't really communicate like they used to. I think COVID definitely changed a lot of that. Now we're going to lose, even though we basically had a win there. I'm glad the server... I mean, I wouldn't say the servers are full, but you can definitely find matches. Is nicotine allowed in 18? I don't know what the age... I don't think there's limits on nicotine. Like, in what context? Like, for smoking and stuff, or what? The Uncharted series. Yeah, pretty good. I would suggest maybe waiting on The Last of Us Part 1, because they're remaking that game, apparently. So you might want to instead wait for the remake before you play The Last of Us. Just so you can have, because apparently they're remaking it to coincide with the show, and they're going to have it kind of like be very similar aesthetically to the second game. So you might find that to be better. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, cigarettes. I think it's 18. Yeah, I'm not too sure actually. I think it's 18. I don't know. It's actually weird that people still get into that at this point. They do so much like school work on that thing to be like, hey, don't do this. I think it's junior high people usually get hooked on it too, that I noticed. Yeah, not huge on people smoking. But yeah, everything is usually 18 in Canada. Like drinking does vary a little bit depending on province. Some of the more correct provinces do 18, some do 19. I don't know what the other ones are. I don't know if there's anything that's 21, but it was kind of funny. Remastered The Last of Us Part 2. Yeah, they're remaking the first Last of Us, apparently, like remake. Have a sip of booze or something? I mean, again, it varies based on where you live, right? I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. What time are we at? Okay. Let's go, team.
Remember your training.
Whoa. I was not expecting that off the bat. Okay, well, this is not a good start.
Enemy has Charlie.
I knew exactly where I was going to be. Still kindly and handsome. Oh, thank you. What age do you have to be for the age of consent in Canada? I believe it's 16, but you can't have, what is the rule? The other person, if they're older, they can't be in a position of power over you. If that makes sense. I believe it's 16, and then, yeah, position, it has to do with, like, whether or not somebody has, like, influence and power over you is a dynamic. So, like, you can't be with your boss or something if they're older, and, yeah. I believe that's what it is. You'd have to double check on that. 19 in Ontario. Yeah, the uncool province. What's the difference between 19 and 18 for drinking? Like, come on, like, you know what I mean? It's just like you can vote, but you can't drink. It's like, what? It's stupid.
Charlie is ours. Paratroopers descending.
Just it's ridiculous. Most things though are like 18 and whatnot. I don't know. Now those guys are like on fire and not in a good way. else, but I'm dropping a bomb. Double kill? One kill. That's a little disappointing. It's like not even worth it doing the guide bomb for like a single kill. Alright, let's get that artillery going.
Enemy contact at Charlie. Firing primary battery. Target position confirmed. All positions in enemy hands. Paratroopers inbound.
I feel like we're gonna lose this pretty fast because people are literally not capturing these positions. Vanguard, it's remastered on World War II? What? Sorry, Maya, I don't quite get that one. Yeah, they didn't, they just released The Last of Us Part 2. They did do a, yeah, I wouldn't call it a remaster, but they did do a next-gen sort of, like, upgrade. On Series X and S, it's optimized for next-gen. On PS5, it's, like, upgraded, is the terminology, but yeah, they did upgrade it for PS5. But not, like, not a remaster, I guess you would say. Although some may confuse and mix the, you know, the terminology between the two of them because, you know, it's kind of the same similar idea there. Yeah. So there you go. And my Ha's always so nice. Very, very kind individual. Thank you. You know, guys just, they don't get enough compliments in life. Like, I gotta say that. At least I feel like I don't. I did find it was funny today. It was, I can't remember who it was. On one of the comments, I had my one community photo up, like, you know, the community tab there. Lots of good photos. Yeah, I had my photo up, and he's like, "You're looking great. Did you lose weight?" And I'm like, "Weight the same that I have for like 6 months, man." I was like, "Thanks, I guess." I'm like, okay. It's kind of funny. Not enough bullets for all these guys. Yes, upgrade indeed. Yeah, this game's a lot of fun. A lot of European countries, well, of course. I mean, drinking has been like, oh, I thought the game was over, because I was like, I didn't get my gunner. Drinking's like really, you know, a heroic star, cool. But yeah, drinking's been a thing in cultures for so many years, right? Like, it's just ingrained in part of it. And I think there's a good level of responsibility too. Like, I mean, I don't see why you couldn't be younger and drink as long as, you know, you're doing responsibly or you're being taught and you're a guardian or blah blah blah. It's discretion. Like a lot of things in life, it's discretion, right? Vanguard hits the World War II upgrade. Yeah, no, you would be right on that, wouldn't you? It is that upgrade. I'm excited for Season 3. Someone said it starts like tomorrow, which I have no idea if it is, but I am definitely looking forward to the 3rd season of Vanguard, and obviously we'll be back on that. You should get Elden Ring. It's very stressful, so don't get it if you don't want a stressful experience. But you know, obviously I beat that one, so I'm just such a champ, you know, just a real hero out here. That's what some would say. Real hero. I want Sky trending. Yeah, someday that'll be a Twitter trending. It's like hashtag sexy Sky. That'll be a thing. Yeah, the U.S. should lower their rules, but you know, it's like really the U.S. I know some people don't want to hear it, but you guys are kind of like prunes, you know, sexual content wise. You know, fun things like drinking and that. It's just like 21. Why? What a weird arbitrary number. Like it's just bizarre, but you know, obviously, I don't know, it is what it is. Thankful to live in a country where things are a lot more, I don't know, open. I'd call it liberal, but that definitely doesn't feel like the right terminology. Gas, man. Frickin' gas. Grab Elden Ring when it drops in price. You love Souls games? Well, you'll definitely enjoy Elden Ring then if you like the Souls genre, right? It's like it's like Dark Souls, but open world. Open world. Okay, we're not capturing any of these frickin' positions. Come on, guys. See, look, our one guy is 72 and 18, and it's just like, obviously he's not capturing positions. Otherwise, we wouldn't be getting our asses kicked like this. Like, I'm giving her all she's got out here so we don't lose. It's just like, People are not going after this. Like, this guy is literally on my team there, and he's, like, watching me capture this, and he's, like, not helping me out. Yeah, screw it, I'm going on the ball gunner. I die and I, like, spawn in the same spot. That's good. That's shipment for you, though. Shipment's always entertaining. Ball gunner. 3 kills in disguise. Oh, that didn't last very long. We didn't even capture positions in that time. This kills me. I'm gonna stop capturing positions because it's like they need 17 points to win. We need 70, or we're at 70 points. We need 130 points. So I give up. Love Saifu? Oh man, freaking that game. Yeah, that was a cherished classic thing. I can remember just emailing the person that sent it to me, and I'm like, I can't play this. They're like, it's okay. I'm like, I tried, I streamed it. I'm like, I hope that's fine for coverage, but I can't play any more of this. It was very funny. Oh, the raid was cool. Yeah, that was interesting actually. Didn't see that coming, the whole raiding thing. And it's been a while, so be sure to like the stream. Subscribing's great, donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Alternatively, Patreon options, streaming all the time. Lots of fun. It is the 27th. I thought there was like a week of double XP. Ugh, I'm gonna have to email my guy. I should put that in my calendar, actually. Yeah, sorry, not send a new email. Email COD coins. Usually I do it in advance, but yeah. There we go. How much time do we have? We have 1 minute. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be back. Alright, let's kick some ass. Chew some bubblegum. Why doesn't the US just let the states decide their drinking ages? I don't know, they like to have some things federal, they like to have some things state-wise. Oh, it's like 2 on 2? Why is it 2 on 2? No one wants to do that. Let's go back to war. Let's go back to war. The 1v1 in the HQ, I don't think anybody's gonna beat Xbox. Oh, Saifu? Is Saifu coming to Xbox? Oh man, if they have an easy mode, I'll play it. I'll be like, I want to try it now. Let's go back to war. Am I watching? I'm always watching the chat. Yeah, he was just, I watched his thing on Twitch and he just came across looking for hydrophobia. I must exit from the lobby. Yeah, thanks, Maya. I definitely, yeah, I did exit from that lobby. Thank you. More EA games? Actually, my God. You want me to play more EA games? Or do you want me to play more Ubisoft games? I think we do like a pretty good variety here, to be honest. Can't handle Saifu? Oh man, I hate that game so much. Yeah. I mean, I think Elden Ring, they made it a lot easier after updates and stuff, to be honest. I found Elden Ring to be a lot easier once they started, you know, buffing things and changing things. That was stressful, though, doing Elden Ring. I genuinely was stressed out playing that. Saifu, I couldn't even handle. We did the stream, and I hated playing that game. Pain in the ass, that is. Next gen Twisted Metal? Yeah, it's apparently happening. He used to go live in this hour, but I out-muscled. This guy out-muscled him. That's funny. What about eating pretzels? What are you guys talking about? Sometimes it's so hard to get back into like the flow of the chat. I leave for like a minute, and it's just like, what is going on? But yeah, it was interesting watching the Twitch thing. Like, it's interesting seeing someone react to what I'm doing on my channel, and they're like, oh, the channel art he was like, you know, is commenting on. And then I think he got what the channel art was. He's like, oh, he changes it for the different games. And I was like, yeah, that's the idea of it. It was very, like, it's neat. Always when you read or you see something of someone interacting with what you do and commenting on it, because it's like, they don't know that you're seeing it, so they're usually a bit more, like, brutally honest or open about what they're thinking on things. So that always is fascinating. Because I always love when you, like, read, like, someone will link, you know, a video or something, and they'll chat about it in, like, a forum or something, and you can read what people think of what you've done. And it's usually pretty entertaining. Like, what is it? I think I did a video on Stranger's Wrath HD that they released on Xbox not too long ago. And someone's like, this guy did a video on it. He's a bit annoying, but, you know, it shows it off. And I was like, thanks. Yeah. That's what ideally you want, is your videos getting posted places, because that increases, you know, the views and the meta standing of your videos and blah, 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 blah. Was this guy paratrooping? He loved my channel art. I thought he was really making fun of it for like a long time there. He thought it was stupid, but then he was like, oh, I get what he's doing, which I thought was interesting. But, yeah. I mean, I think the channel art's fun. I do something really stupid, and it's kind of comical. And I still need to redo me on the channel art. That's a very old picture. I just haven't had a moment to set up a new photo, because you gotta like pose it and then put it in there. It's a lot of work, actually. Yeah, but yeah, I like the new channel art. I think it's kind of fun. It's funny. You can change it easily. Battlefield CODs, but I don't play Ubisoft games. I did stream SAS. I reviewed like all these Ubisoft games. I did like, you know, I did a stream for the Assassin's Creed DLC, which I hated. I hated that DLC so much. Didn't even finish it. Just hated it. And we do Ubisoft titles. You know, I did Far Cry 6 before it was out. I streamed that one. We did do a Siege stream at one point, but people are a little too toxic for me to do Siege gameplay. But we'll also do. I'm kind of waiting. I want to do an Assassin's Creed stream of Origins. But we're waiting for the FPS boost, or not the FPS boost, the frame rate update to come out to do that. The next gen update for that one. So like, you know, like I try to do different stuff. It just depends on the day. They don't just really have a lot of. Do they have any other like competitive shooters that we could do easily other than Siege, Ubisoft wise? And I mean, if there's ever a game you want to see, you know, I work with Ubisoft pretty well. I can usually request stuff if I'm missing things, and all that and whatnot. Forza 5. I'm glad you like the thumbnails. This was your mode? Yeah, I love Ward. Hello there. Ward. I love Ward. Yeah. Hello there. Forza 5. This guy is not annoying. What about Forza 5? I don't know if Creed's boring. I like the Creed games. I always find them enjoyable. I don't know. I just like, I don't... Like, single player stuff is really weird for me, because I feel like I'm like obligated to try to finish it all, so that people have like a full stream of like the story stuff. Like, it's weird to just jump into a stream story and just be like, hey, we're just doing this. Which I think would be fine. I don't know. I don't know what people would think of that. But like, yeah, I feel like there's so much work and pressure in doing like a single player game. You die in multiplayer. It's not a big deal. You just respawn. But when you do a campaign, you die, and it's just like people are watching, and then you have to do the setup for the streams in single player, and then I feel like I have to put more time into single player streams. It's a lot of, it's this weird extra pressure I've created on it.
See you on the beach.
Can I give him a PC? You can take a PC and shove it up his... Far Cry 6, yeah, that was fun. A little bloated, that one. You enjoy watching at night. I hope you enjoy it. Your friends get off and you're up until 4. I'm glad you enjoy it. What is the Forza thing? Forza 5. I have no idea what that is. Was that a reference to what that one guy was saying when he was like looking at the channel? It's been a while. Oh, this is gonna suck.
Airdrop incoming. Take the bunkers. Keep moving. Flamethrower available. Equip when ready. Flush them out. Push the beachhead. Capture those bunkers.
I hate when they got that spot there. It's a good sight, and I always come up with the flamethrower. Reinstall. Well, I hope you enjoy it when you reinstall their My HUD. It is a lot of fun. Like, I think the campaign's pretty enjoyable too. It's very graphic. You uninstalled Valhalla daily. Valhalla is like, it's really good. It is, you know, there's a lot of gameplay, but it's kind of like the peak of, hey, you know, Ubisoft, we're making these massive, almost unlimited worlds that just go on and on and on and on. And then on a little bit more, and there's like collectibles you can do, and it's kind of like, you know, it's almost like too much, if that makes sense. Like it's too big, it's too demanding. There's too much to it.
Securing the bunker.
That looks like we're getting A down.
We captured a bunker.
No
One
thanks
more
to me,
go.
I suppose.
Let's move.
There's like gas in there. Those gas glares. Could a Far Cry cry of a Far Cry cry for Forza 5 and it linked to my video? In what context? Like, which Forza? Like Horizon 5? There's a Reddit link or something? So I was looking at a GoPro. Oh yeah, no, I didn't buy it yet. I gotta pay my taxes off, so I'm gonna wait a little bit for buying it. But that is the GoPro I'm after, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put that one up in the near future. It's gonna be a lot of fun to play with. It does the 4K 120 FPS, so pretty future-proofed, I would say. And it's got all these great little features, and it looks nice. It's a cool little device, I think. I'm kind of excited about it. I'm gonna use it, I think, for some live streaming stuff too. You know, if we do like a board games night or something, we could use that for the camera, and yeah, I think it'll be really good.
We need to destroy the enemy communications equipment to prevent calls for reinforcements. Let's move.
What's the point of that little barrier there?
Enemy airdrop incoming.
Ah, freaking hell, man. I like ME, the Division. Oh, I don't know what we would do in the Division. Like, I finished the Division games, so I'm not sure what we would really do in them if I was to stream them is the biggest thing. If you get what I'm saying. We will eventually do Mass Effect, I think. We will definitely get to that. Siege of Paris. For 4K to 120? Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, I only like the highest quality stuff. I mean, I do enjoy that sort of medium when it's at a higher frame rate. It just feels a lot more tense. Everything is better at a higher frame rate. Even movies. Oh, heresy. But yeah, I do like high frame rate stuff. It's cool.
Enemy flamethrower observed. Don't
We're going in, guys. We broke down the wall. Is that a guy I just passed? No.
Comms equipment down.
Oh, he's got flamethrower. Crap. Or extraction. Oh, well, we might do extraction at some point. I don't know. Bring that rat into the light?
Equipment destroyed.
What? I don't even know what you guys are talking about sometimes. The chat is like, what?
Destroyed. 5 more.
Oh, come on. Got me with like the Sten, I guess.
Moving soldiers, get that equipment down.
This guy built a wall, and I will destroy it.
Radio destroyed.
I feel like you could just use a sledgehammer to break it
Equipment
down.
Keep pushing. Comms gear destroyed. 1 more to go.
Oh, what? Unbelievable. Hello there. You think Mass Effect is boring? That was a lot of fun, man. I'm surprised you don't like Mass Effect. I want to do like a whole stream series of like all the games. I think that would be really fun.
Enemy comms equipment is history.
Guess all to their own, but yeah.
Our ships are vulnerable in the channel. The artillery guns are just up ahead.
I got a haul ass all the way over here.
Enemy airdrop incoming.
Oh, what was that? Like a mine or something?
Destroy the artillery guns. Move. Enemy flank.
Yeah, it's like a little scooter. That's cool. Oh, why do I keep running as the guys with flamethrowers? It's weird. Something about the riddle from Batman. 4K VR. What about 4K VR? VR 4K or nothing. Hello there. Using the fisheye. Well, I'd prefer. It's not that fisheye-ish, is it? I don't know. The fisheye can be like a cool perspective, but it's also kind of warped. I don't think it's too fisheye-ish. I'm gonna have to look into that more. Because I would like to use it as a stationary webcam if I can. Oh, come on! I just like, really this match is not going my way for kills and stuff. I got like blown up going on there. What the fuck? Well, we did stream a lot of Battlefield. Yeah, I remembered. I think it was. I used to film some different stuff. We tried doing the fisheye lens for this one project, and everybody just hated it. I was like, I thought it was a cool perspective. It was like some stage stuff we were filming. We had it like set up, you know, up front, and it was filming a new angle. And we were trying to like put it in there, and people were just like, don't like it at all. And I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of a fun thing to use. I don't like that it says that I'm planted. Makes me feel very vulnerable to the enemy. Again, I get lit on fire. Where these flamethrowers keep coming from? Man. Bloody Mary is always 2 steps ahead. I don't like tactical shooters? What are you talking about, huh? We did like You know, we play Insurgency on here all the time. We do Hell Let Loose all the time. I just don't stream, you know, Siege because it's like some people that like watch Siege are just like so toxic about it to the point that it's like not even fun to do it. Siege and Rocket League and Apex. Oh, I finally got some kills. There we go. Hello there, guys. Who do I think will buy Ubisoft? It's looking like... it's looking like investor groups are gonna buy Ubisoft.
Just one more on that cannon.
Unless somebody like Microsoft or something swoops in and saves the day.
Charge explodes.
But
One more and that gun is history.
yeah. Again, like we never really know like purchases like this. They're usually big surprises. But you know, the fact that it's been kind of a little bit more publicly put out that it looks like investor groups are looking at putting in the money on it, that very likely could be the situation there. But yeah, like I always say, most of the time you don't know, and it just happens, and things are purchased. Obviously, I would prefer a you know, a non-investor group pick up Ubisoft. That would be better, but it is what it is. Yeah. Obviously, it'd be great if Xbox did. Then my video would come true, and I wouldn't have to. Well, I mean, we'd do a stream for it, of course, but you know, the video would get a lot of views, I guess. Be like, I know things, and I don't know. It will be interesting to see what happens, though. Because like I said, they got a lot of employees, there's a lot of cost there, a lot of IP. It'd be very interesting to see what happens.
1 minute until enemy reinforcements.
Effect you can... Okay, good. Because I was like, you know, because it's a smaller camera, sometimes those smaller cameras are like stuck at fisheye because of how they're shaped, and I was just like, oh, I hope it's not just fisheye. You know, I haven't used that camera, so I have no idea what it's like, but I assume 4K under 20 would just be kind of flat if you wanted to. We play Extraction. God, players die in Extraction. Well, that's when you get people that don't really play the tactical shooters well. They go in and play those, and they play like other stuff. Yeah, we've all seen how that works. I think Maya, you should look at Insurgency. I think you've probably seen us stream it a few times. If you like tactical shooters, that game's really, really good. I highly recommend it. Highly, highly recommend it.
10 seconds left.
I usually play lower. I play default sensitivity most of the time. 98 on Battle Pass. Good luck, Stu. Keep grinding.
Hold them back. We're out of time. Defend that bomb.
Getting timed out. We've got intense mods, what can I say? They do well. Do we win? Nice. That's what we do. For some people, sus. Let's see any other news. Not really. And on to another match. Yes, Insurgency is so much. I really like playing that one. Wow, look at the levels on the guys in this lobby. It's like 700 plus 10th prestige, most of them. Holy. I'm such like a filthy casual at like... What am I at? I don't even know what prestige I am, but I'm a filthy casual compared to these guys. Griffin, I'd rather play classified. Oh. Far away from Rainbow Six Siege. I think it's really good. Insurgency, I quite like the tacticalness of that one. But fair enough. Then you get all their games on sale for $1,000. Yeah, that's the way to go. Shadow Realmed. Oh, he got sent to the Shadow Realm. Gotham Knight stream. I mean, you know, I do usually get their stuff to review, so we'll probably do a stream of Gotham Knights when it comes out, I would imagine. That would be definitely a goal of mine. I'd like to do that. Did I say to like the stream and stuff a little bit ago? I can't remember if I did or not. But you should like the stream. Subscribing is great. Donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Alternatively, Patreon option. Streaming all the time. Lots of fun.
We're engaging in a
But I'd like them
surprise
to buy
attack
Ubisoft.
to break
Will I
through
stream the
the front
Cuphead
line.
DLC when it drops?
Enemy
Is that
territory.
actually coming out?
But we must move quickly,
That got
or the enemy will
announced so
destroy
long
the last
ago.
2 bridges and trap our forces.
Maybe. I feel like that would be really frustrating. It was 3 hours of like Cuphead death. That game's hard. Like, yeah, that one's
Escort our
hard.
tanks and break through the front line towards the breach.
Not impossible because it's all like patterns, but that's brutal. Getting banned. That's funny. I literally do not know what the references are, but
B is moving
yeah,
forward. Defend it.
sure. The levels are high because this game is old. That's totally fair, but it's like, damn. Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, obviously the people that are still playing this will probably be playing it like the whole time, but it's still like kind of just crazy to see that many level, like, you know, near 1,000s, 10th prestiges all playing in the lobby. That's just crazy. At least they know what the best mode is, you know. Typically, you get these older CODs, you have to play just deathmatch. And I'm assuming that means the level ceiling will be very high here for talent, since everybody's so high leveled. Where's the Pineapple Cup?
A is advancing.
The Pineapple Cup is a very rare occurrence, you know. I'd have to go to HomeSense to buy the plastic one to bring that out more often. And HomeSense is like, the one I go to is in this mall, so it's pretty far away. So I don't go there all the time. We do have like a closer Hisense, but it's like I never am in that area. Insurgency is next gen upgraded. I don't know why people are always saying this. I really don't. Like it's next gen. Alright, let me go find this. If My Games and Apps is gonna. Anyone find their My Games and Apps like really slow recently? But you see there how it's got the XS. It's next gen optimized. You know, it's optimized for Series X and S, so it's got a next gen upgrade. And I've been fighting with people a lot on that for like literally since the game launched. I'm like, no, it was always XS. They're like, it is now, but it wasn't. I'm like, no, it always was. I reviewed it. I'm like, it always had that XS. Anyways, sorry, I'm just yeah.
Anton is moving forward.
2 Girls, 1 Cuphead DLC? Oh my god.
A is retreating. It needs an escort.
Sounds like you were dedicated when you played this. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't worry too much about truly, like, very rarely do you come across, like, people that are so good at games that it's, like, far beyond what you can do.
A has almost crossed the front line.
We were having a very fun discussion when I was talking to Kevin last night after we were done streaming. We were comparing, like, oh, I didn't realize we had taken this spot. We were comparing kills across his Battlefield efforts and my Halo MCC efforts. And it was, like, genuinely shocking how many kills I had in MCC. You know, in Battlefield, there's so many more people to kill. You get so many more kills in a match. But it's like, I think my Halo kills were, like, exponentially higher in comparison, which was fun. It was a very fun little chat to do.
We have only 1 tank left. We destroyed their ambush, but our last tank is almost out of fuel. Steal fuel from the enemy.
Steal fuel from the enemy. This is so stupid. I always thought that was silly. It's like, we need to steal fuel from the enemy. Yeah. It's not from PS5? Oh, well, I have no idea about PS5 side, sorry. Come on, guys, let's get this fuel for our tank.
Enemy flamethrower observed. Get to cover.
I mean, I guess the concept of it's not too silly. If you were doing like a blitzkrieg, you would hope that you would get supplies by taking areas and keep pushing forward. But it is something comical about like trying to steal gas from the enemy to push your tank forward. I get such a kick out of that. I didn't notice there's trucks that go by there. That's pretty cool. I've got the fuel.
Steal fuel from the enemy.
He died. In case you didn't see that.
We are taking B.
I guess there's like a whole war going on out there, is there? Are those tanks out of fuel? Do they need fuel too?
We've received B. We are stealing A.
Oh, we buy our fuel from that. That's too dark.
A has been dropped.
Oh, you missed me after my internet cut out. Yeah, that was definitely traumatizing. For me, it's also traumatizing too, because you know it's like it's hard to recover from that. You know, when your stream disconnects due to like internet and stuff, it's the worst. But no, we haven't seen Bari.
Successfully delivered. We have stolen enough fuel. Our tank can advance and capture that bridge.
You were very dedicated to this episode, Zai. We haven't seen Bari in a long time. No, I haven't seen that guy in a bit. He could just be busy with other things. It's hard to say. But speaking of Barry, that show, season 3 is really good, guys. We're one episode in, but it's really, really great. Did not miss a beat between seasons.
Tank is on the move. Tanks advancing. Protected. Tanks moving forward. Tank is on the move. Stay near the tank and protect.
Ah. You see all the footprints at the top of the tank? I don't think I've ever noticed that before. A lot of footprints. Did I TM Zelda Girl? No, I did not. It's too creepy now from this perspective. It's too odd. I think it would be too odd. So I'm letting that one kind of settle. Custom image as your background? Oh, yeah. Custom images are fun. There's a lot of stuff that we work on the PS5 dashboard and that. I feel like we had a ton of features during like the 360 era dashboard, and like we still don't quite have what we had. Almost. Plays full season. Oh yeah. Well, they're always, if you go back and you watch the Barry episodes, Xbox is obviously a sponsor. They're always playing Xbox in that show. He was playing Forza in episode, in the first episode of season 3, but like, you know, if you go back further, you know, they have Xbox controllers, they have Xbox consoles, you know, they're playing the different games. You know, that's, it's an interesting sponsorship for Xbox to have, but you know, seriously, like you go back and you watch all the way first, second season. It was actually refreshing to see that Xbox continued that partnership into the third one. Because you know, sometimes their brand stuff like drops and that, and they, you know, things come and go. But like literally, you watch all 2 seasons of it, and you know, third season's going on now. But you can see them in mini episodes. Like even Fuchs in the one when he's in the apartment, and he's playing the game, and he's, you know, freaking out and stuff. Next Halo review, yeah, the next, well, 7 days. It should be on Thursday, the next Halo review. You activate it once season 1 ends, that's the smart way to go about it. I mean, I may or may not have watched that next Halo episode already, hard to say.
Tank is falling back. No one's nearby to escort
People didn't learn Roman
Tank is
numerals.
retreating. He needs an
Oh,
escort.
so you did enjoy that. I thought it'd be stupid. I keep trying to come up with these like really like ridiculous
Nobody's
quick bits
retreating.
for the beginning of the live stream for new people that are like coming in and watching it. I try to do just like a little stupid joke thing at the beginning of them now. I'm glad you found that entertaining. Like I thought it was too stupid being like, oh, you know, V this is 5 for those that don't know. Yeah, I'm glad that was entertaining. Season 2 was 10 years ago. It wasn't that long. It was 3 years ago, but yeah.
Tank is falling
ridiculous.
back. No one's nearby to escort it.
I love the one Vanguard stream where I'm like, I think I was like talking about vans and guarding vans for like 3 minutes at the beginning. It was kind of comical, I thought. Just stupid stuff.
Tank is on the move.
I try to have fun with things when I can.
Tank is retreating. It needs an escort.
Oh, come on, guys. It's on the line. Are we lost?
The enemy was able to destroy
What?
the bridge
We
and
were-
halt our advance.
Paramount should pay me to review that show? Yeah, seriously. Seriously. Gotta get those sponsorships going. Saw a bit of episode 5. Oh yeah, that one. He's not really rogue. He's just like he's
Crowds are using a sneak attack to break through the front lines. Hold them
again,
off
I don't know
until
if I'd call it
demolition teams
rogue.
Destroy the last 2 bridges and trap the German forces. Stop the Germans from escorting their tanks through the front line.
Bonjour, Matt. Hello there. Alright, guys, let's defend this line. Hold the line. Hold the
B is
line.
advancing.
I love how you can throw up a metal or an iron barricade in like 2 seconds.
C is advancing. Take out its escort.
Ah,
C's on the
damn it.
move. Stop it.
Thought I had that guy. Is that a freaking crossbow? There's a crossbow in this?
Moving forward.
I don't think I've ever seen that. I legitimately think I've never seen the fact that there's a crossbow in this. That guy's got a crossbow? Wow.
C's falling back.
I really did not know that was in this. And I played like a good amount of this game. Like days worth.
C's
Now I
falling
know.
back. Keep killing its escort.
You tried with the Halo show? That's funny. Will I play Vanguard? I mean, if it's the new season, yeah, I'll probably do that. I gotta check about the COD coins and whatnot. I play co-op? Co-op in what? What do I play co-op in?
Kill its escort.
But yeah, I mean, if it's a new season, I'll probably be doing Vanguard then, right?
Baker's moving forward.
I don't know, I don't think the last episode of the Halo TV show was too bad. I mean, it wasn't like a great episode of TV or anything. But like, it had some action, it wasn't too bad.
C's advancing.
You never know where the episodes may go. I know I'm in for the long haul though, you know, I'm reviewing that stuff obviously.
A's retreating. Keep firing. In 2 minutes, we'll be ready to destroy the bridge. A's retreating. Keep firing.
What is it? I think Moon Knight. People are finally getting caught up to where I've, like, what I've watched of Moon Knight at this point. Like, I got to watch 4 episodes before it came out, right? But I think people are finally caught up on Moon Knight.
A is blocked by our
I think they'll
head.
send me the rest of the episodes. I don't really want to cover them. Need a sponsorship? Oh, yeah, sponsorships are
A's
nice.
falling back.
It's pretty hard to actually get sponsorships. Like, it's a nice extra. Like, you definitely get more out of doing a sponsorship than you do out of, like, regular ad rates and stuff. I don't know if Microsoft does,
Our
like,
hedgehog has stopped A.
sponsored YouTube videos anymore. I remember they did, during was it the Xbox One era, and they got in a lot of was it FTC trouble because of that, because it was like things were not being disclosed. I don't know if you guys remember that when the Xbox One came out. It was like you know, they were paying some machinima and stuff to do positive things. And stuff wasn't being disclosed and blah blah blah. And I think that's why we have a lot of like YouTube rules around sponsorships now. Play World War II co-op now, but not this. I don't. No, this game doesn't have co-op. It's got a zombies mode, but I don't think this one has like a cooperative mode for a campaign or anything. Yeah, it's a single player. Yeah. New to console gaming? Well, Xbox is pretty nice. You can get Game Pass, which is pretty good. What's the DLC for WWE? Is that worth checking out? Anyways, it's been a while. Be sure to like the stream. Subscribing's great. Donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Alternatively, Patreon option. Streaming all the time. Lots of fun. I don't know how much longer we'll go, but we'll do another war game, and then we'll call it or something. We'll see. Yeah. People are caught up in saying it's boring. The Halo show, or what? Oh, Moon Knight. Okay, yeah. I thought Moon Knight was pretty, like, okay. Like, it was pretty... I was hoping it would be more interesting. Like, it's a cool character, but... Yeah. Because there's only 6 episodes, and I feel like they didn't really do a whole lot with the 4 I saw. Somebody's dog watches them while they play games. That's fun. I'm on the Xbox subreddit there. Oh, let's get ready for that next match. Operation Neptune. I want to do the bridge one again. They're building a bridge. Why would Microsoft do sponsorships? They have no... Just reach out to Xbox and be like, I need a sponsorship. That's what you're gonna do? That's funny. Yeah, do that. That's that'd be entertaining. See if they reply to you. Yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Laurie. Enjoy your sleep stuff. Sleep is always good. Alright guys, I think this will be the final match tonight. We're just gonna do like, well, we'll do both sides, but you know, it's just the final like match thing. Gotta go work on, I gotta put together a review, and then I think do some other, film some stuff. It's been a while since I filmed some stuff, so I need to stockpile things again.
Hold them off until our demolition teams destroy the last
An unfortunate side effect of taking some time off to work and do the expo is needing to get more videos prepared. The key's still in division. I feel like we literally just did this. Because we did.
We got enemies on the road. B is advancing. B's retreating. Keep firing.
Ow.
B's falling back. Keep killing his escort.
Look to the road!
B's on the move. Kill its escort.
We must defend these tanks.
Taker's pulling back.
I love the idea of it being like a bit of a tug of war where we're like physically pushing these tanks back and forth to try to stop them. That would be funny.
A is blocked by our hedgehog.
Our hedgehog. Is that what those are called? It's the hedgehog? Is that actually the proper terminology for those things? Hedgehog. Huh. That guy just keeps like freaking sniping me with that shotgun sniper. Is that a shotgun sniper icon? Sorry, yeah, I don't think you can see it because I'm blocking that part of the screen, but I think it's like a shotgun sniper.
Baker's pulling back.
Very strange.
B's retreating. Keep firing. Stick to the objective. B's falling back. Keep killing its escort.
Good vibe. Well, I mean, I try to give good vibes, excitement, and whatnot when I can. I try my best. What can I say?
B's on the move. Kill its escort. Baker's moving forward.
What the hell is that guy on there?
Ready to destroy the bridge.
Didn't even notice where he was.
B's retreating. Keep firing.
Ideally, they'd all be pushing C, and then I could just sit there and gun them down with the LMG. That would be tops.
B's falling back. Keep killing its escort. C is advancing. Take out its escort.
Freaking sniper dude back there. It's more wrestlers? Oh, meh. Yeah. I mean, the WWE games were pretty fun for stream. Like, I did actually find them pretty entertaining. I was surprised how many people wanted me to do more of them. I was like, oh. Because, you know, obviously the one did really good that was kind of split off. It became quite successful. But the other streams are kind of like, so for views and stuff. And I was like, huh. Yeah, I did not realize people were so intense about it. But it was really entertaining to do.
C is retreating. Keep up the pressure. A is advancing. Stop it. A's retreating. Keep firing. 30 seconds left.
Damn it.
C is on the move.
Oh, we're holding the line, I guess. That's a little underwhelming. We got a full teams. Okay, well, I guess they're not really pushing ahead. I guess we're gonna stop them on the line.
Charlie's pulling back. Charlie is moving forward. Stop the tank. Check the castle. C is retreating. Keep up the pressure. Don't let the tanks advance. B's falling back. Keep killing its escort. Keep the tanks from moving forward. A's falling back. Stop the tanks. Abel's pulling back.
I'm actually surprised they're still juggling this. I thought they would have lost by now.
C's blocked by our hedgehog. Keep the tanks from moving forward. Our hedgehog is stopping the C.
Now they're doing B? Come on, they gotta be done soon. It's weird that all of a sudden they're wanting to push these objectives. The one guy was happy to just keep sniping us the whole time.
Don't let the tanks advance.
Man.
Our hedgehog has stopped A.
I kind of almost want to see these guys get this because they've been working so hard at this, but I think they should be stalled. Yeah, there we go. It's like, wow. Where was that the whole match?
Time to destroy the bridge.
Ooh, an Eevee with a flower head. That's nice. Got my daily challenge on the Pokemon Go. Switching sides. Alright, let's do it. Hopefully our match is a little longer than theirs.
We're engaging in a surprise attack to break through the front lines.
Is it a surprise attack? I feel like we were pretty much announcing that we're coming when we use the artillery strike. Tanks roaring in. Tanks aren't exactly a stealthy vehicle, one would say.
Escort our tanks and break through the front line towards the breach.
Let's do this, guys. Now imagine this, but like 64 players. That'd be a lot of fun. Oh, it's one of those stupid things. They added this new thing. It's called a stuffle. And you need like 400 candies from this thing, so it takes like forever.
C is on the move. Defend it. Kaiser is moving forward.
I was like, why is that guy not dying?
C is falling back.
I was focusing, eyes open.
B is blocked by a hedgehog. The hedgehog is removed. Delta
Man.
can now advance.
I think you die. At least I pushed A good amount of the way.
A is falling back.
Really? Was I just shooting right over that guy's head?
A is retreating. It needs an escort. A is advancing. Protect it.
My truck, was it at 10 versus 10 originally in this game? I don't think it launched with 10
Anton
v10,
is
not to my
pulling back.
knowledge.
It needs to be escorted. A is
I mean, obviously they did 64 players, you know, they'd have to have a much bigger play space. But you know what I mean, it would have been cooler to have this exact mode, but like,
A is
really
falling back.
large battles would be fun.
Anton is moving forward.
We're bringing A
C has
home.
almost crossed the front line. We've broken through the front line. Keep moving towards the bridge. Our tank is running low on fuel. Steal fuel from the enemy before our attack will stall. Enemy airdrop incoming! An enemy tank disabled one of our tanks. We have only one tank left. We destroyed their ambush, but our last tank is almost out of fuel. Steal fuel from the enemy.
Sniper Elite 4, yeah, the 4K60 is really nice. I'm gonna have to, I keep forgetting to email them as well to see if I can set up like an interview. Cause I think that would be fun. That'd be good for the channel, a little free Sniper Elite chat thing, or maybe tie in for the launch. Yeah, that might be good.
Fight for the fuel! I see a
Yeah. And then, you know, the reviewing time's May's coming up, so there's gonna be a lot of some new games to review and stuff, which is good.
Hey, successfully delivered.
Very excited for the Evil Dead game.
Enemy flamethrower on the
I'm hoping
battlefield.
it's quite popular for like streaming, so that I can do a lot of it, because it looks like it's a lot of fun.
We are
I
stealing
do
A.
love my Evil Dead. You already got it installed. Is the actual like install done, or is that just like the preload or the saving the spot preload? You know what I mean? Like, is the full game up for preload, or?
We've received A. We are taking B.
That's the problem. Is like I've only got so many hours in a day, and there's so much stuff to do. I updated like a website that I've been neglecting for like a week.
Steal fuel from the enemy. B successfully delivered.
Ah, let's get this to the bridge.
We have stolen enough fuel. Our tank can advance and capture that bridge. Enemy airdrop incoming. Move fast and escort our tank across before the
The
enemy
Game
can
Pass
destroy the
expired.
bridge.
No bug snacks for you. Gotta get that renewed, man. So you can get bug snacks. Oh yeah, bug snacks is in like 2 days. I'd like to get a review copy of it, but like
Tanks advancing.
I don't
Protect
seem to
it.
be doing that. Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's bug snacks.
Tank is falling back. No one's nearby to escort it. The tank's moving forward. is on the move! Tank is retreating. It needs an escort. Stay near the tank and protect it.
Man, that guy fucking annihilated me there right off the bat.
Nobody's escorting the tank. It's retreating.
They're pushing this tank. We're giving her all she's got out there.
The tank's moving forward. Escort the tank so it can get
Ow.
across the bridge.
Yeah, it's the preload. Ah, okay, gotcha. Gotta get that Game Pass value, you know, you don't want to miss out on bug snacks. Game will be eye-opening for me. I'm so excited to stream that one finally. Time really does
Tanks
fly.
advancing. Protect it. Escort the tank across the bridge.
After bug snacks comes out, what else will I live towards? It was all about the bug snacks. Now Slime Rancher 2. Slime Rancher 2 next game. Excitement. I wonder if that one's still coming out this year, because I kind of assumed that one would come out in the spring, but
Tanks advancing.
Yeah.
Protect it.
where's Slime Rancher? Finish installing World War II. I hope you have fun with your World War II adventure.
2 minutes until the enemy destroys the bridge.
It's more RPG focused than Friday the 13th. That might give people more of a reason to keep replaying it, though. 'Cause I always thought it was a little bit more like Left 4 Dead, and I don't know, again, I haven't played it, so I don't really know.
Tanks advancing. Protect it.
See what it's like when it comes out, right? Yeah. I'm assuming I'll be reviewing it. We'll see if we get Kevin a copy, too, actually.
The tank's moving forward.
Then we can play together.
Move! The enemy will blow up the bridge soon.
Come on, guys, let's bring it home.
Enemy flamethrower observed. Get to cover. Nobody's escorting the tank. It's retreating. Tanks
Damn.
advancing. Protect it. Tank is falling back. No one's nearby to escort it. 1 minute until the bridge is destroyed. We've won. The bridge is ours. Now our forces
Victory.
can advance and destroy the enemy.
Anyways, guys, I think that's good for today. Oh, we hit our like goal too. Yeah, nice. I hope it was fun. Today's videos, you want more COD? I did World at War on the Series X today, which was fun in the war mode. Literally war mode, but you know, the old war mode. And Bully on the Series S, though.